sandwich so fast they fucked it up.
Food so fast we fuck it up.
Yes.
Do you think? Do you think that the fan, which is keeping the mosquitoes off of us, will be picking up on the show?
Does it really matter?
We had it running on it last time. I don't remember hearing it.
Yeah. Are we recording now? Just before
Yeah,
I
we
say
are.
something
No, and,
impolitic.
No. Just the only thing is, I think your mic or the cord has turned you way up.
I'm number 2?
Yeah, you're number 2. Way
Okay, I
up.
can't hear any. Just tell me when.
You're cool. You're cool.
This is cool?
Yeah, you're cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, we'll be all right there.
Do we have some sort of way to monitor this broadcast? So?
Yeah, get right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Check this bitch out. Good. Say hello.
Hello.
Oh, I turned it the wrong way. Go ahead.
Hello.
See?
Wow.
I can't hear myself. So hello. Okay.
I can't hear myself.
Yeah, and yet there you are.
Okay.
So I got a little bit of a monitor on. I got a little bit of the fan going.
So give that a hit, Tom. See what you think about it.
All right. So first of all, gentlemen, hey, cheers. Welcome to Radio Tiki Al Fresco. Doing it for the season. That's nice. Give me a little clinky there, Jeffy. Jeff, I can't. We don't do it unless we clink.
There we go.
Always clink. Got to have a little clink going. There we go. See? All right. So Jeff brought me something special. You guys, now see the thing. Here's what you need to know about what I'm about to do. Okay.
Go blind.
Well, besides go blind. All right. So what is today? Today is July 15, 16? 16, right?
No.
Yeah, today's July 16.
4, 11, 18, 17. Yeah, 16. You're
All
right.
right.
Yes, sir.
So that means I haven't consumed a drop of alcohol since July 4th.
Okay.
Technically, maybe July 5th at about 1 in the morning or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should you maybe be a little closer to your mic?
Should I? Well, I don't know. Daddy might have had too much to drink on the 4th of July.
And Mommy might have said something?
What? No. Well, yeah. Mommy said something, and the thing is, like to the point where, like, I had forgotten I had drinks, and then I had more drinks, and that's never a good thing.
Oh boy.
You know. So it was like, and that kind of thing doesn't really happen.
So this wasn't.
You know,
this wasn't the beer to bring you tonight, then, was it?
Well, wait, no. It's all cool because I said, I said to Vicky, I go, I'm going to officially break my fast tonight, and she goes, that's all right, it's all cool, because I thought that like July 5th, 6th. I thought perhaps I was going to be giving up all of life's free drink tickets. Like I thought, maybe I'm done for a while. But
10 days, that's a while.
I just went, what? Let's just have a little bit of a fast. And it,
Probably back
yeah, and everything's fine. Everything's all running smoothly now. It just can't let that happen again.
Get a good sniff off it first.
No, it just the 4th of July gets away from you because it's like a wedding day. You double drink. You drink during the day, and then you pause, and then you drink at night, and you forget that you had a lot during the day, and then it catches up on you. So I think that was part of the issue. So
tasty, isn't it?
this smells so good.
Should I read
tell
this?
Tell us a little bit about this.
It's the Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA, and those of you out there who know what Tom's about to drink are laughing at him.
It is very hoppy.
The 90-minute is so much better. The 120 is just to say you've done it. The blurb on the bottle is, what you have here is the holy grail for hopheads. This beer is continually hopped over a 120-minute boil and then dry hopped for over a month.
The thing is, there's off to the break. Brad will tell us what he's
I
done.
never even watched 120 minutes for 120 minutes.
Yeah, it was usually like 118.
Yeah.
So.
The original method they used to do it was one of those little shaky football tables.
Yeah.
They just put the hops on the shaky football table and let it go into the
Did they put some players on there so that
No, that would be.
I just drank Fran Tarkington.
That's the hoppiness. All right, so it's almost syrupy in its hoppiness.
Yes.
It's and one can smell and taste the almost vodka because just after you're done with this, it becomes vodka.
No, there's no potatoes in here.
Dude.
Dude.
Do they sell it by the 6-pack or how do they?
Yeah.
That little bad boy's $10.
Yeah, okay, that's what I would think.
So brother can throw down for a $60 6-pack. It's fine.
Brother might have bought a case of something yesterday.
A case?
Not of this, of something else.
Jeez. was.
Something
I've
else.
always, one thing I've always noticed about Jeff is that when he gets into something,
I get all the fucking way.
He
It's like,
up
Jeff,
to the
Jeff,
balls.
come on.
Jeff is
Little
balls.
intensity.
And then
Intensity.
I just give it up.
Yeah, and then he'll go in up to his huevos and then stop cold. 6 months later, well, I'm done with that little hot.
I haven't
Blah, blah, blah. Brad, that was 2004.
I haven't seen a movie in a theater in probably 5 years.
Jeez, do you remember when he used to go to all the movies?
What-
10 a week, 12 a week.
Exactly.
Jeff used to go to every movie possible. Now, I don't know, fuck it, 5 years. I don't know. I just can't be bothered anymore.
Oh, it was over 200 a year, yeah.
I watched 3 episodes of Buffy this morning on the plane from Philly.
Nice.
I miss Buffy, and it was the Willow freaks out episodes. The
so-
Willow wants to end the world episodes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Those were tasty.
So what do you think of it there, Tom?
I'm enjoying it. It's super strong.
18%.
Yeah, it's up there.
Do you want to cut it with this insect repellent?
Now with DEET.
Now it's got DEET.
Not tasty DEET. No, in fact, I got some 100% DEET stuff somewhere out here. It's underneath there, I think. The 100% DEET stuff I sent Max away to camp. There's a lot going on right now. Yeah, up in Wisconsin. It's beer vodka. That's what we have here. This is beer vodka.
I hope you like hops.
It's delicious. I love hops.
So the week he's away,
So
it's 40 degrees.
Well, the thing is, I'm hoping it kills all the mosquitoes off. Because my
Cold
experience
enough.
at camp was, I came back looking like I had the smallpox. I went 3 years to Boy Scout camp and 2 years to High Adventure, and it was High Adventure was in the desert, so that wasn't,
You know what?
Yeah.
the high desert? Was it in the high desert, Tom?
from Pahrump, Nevada.
The high desert?
My experience with camp was watching spoiled Bridgeview kids go to fucking
Brad,
camp.
you
Just wanna
turned
smell
you
it.
turned
Just
your mic
smell
off. Say that.
My
again.
my experience with camp was watching spoiled ass Bridgeview kids go to fucking camp.
Yeah.
When I had to play in dirt.
You know what?
Here's a dirt and a shovel. Here's your fucking camp. Build a drainage ditch, you grateful little turd.
We
That was my camp.
We weren't supposed to bring Brad down a little bit, or bring the whole board down a little
Ah,
this
fucking
one? Okay.
Lord.
bit. Yeah, there we go.
Fucking
It-
Bridgeview kids
we had
in
to
their
join Boy
fourth.
Scouts to do that. There wasn't rich kid Jewish learn to play guitar camp. That's not go find yourself, have your first period camp. It's not Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
I had
camp.
to have my first period in that drainage ditch.
Yeah, Brad had his first period in a drainage ditch outside the school.
Are you there, God? Fucking kill me.
Are you there, God? No, God hates us.
You there, God? It's me.
Brad's then again, maybe I will, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. Then again, maybe I won't. See, now I got lost. Oh, so this week there's a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. I noticed you're home alone.
Yeah, that's because this
Yeah.
week is crazy. On Saturday, my dad's closest friend in the world died.
Oh, boy.
Right,
Oh,
so
no.
so my dad's thrown in a tailspin. My mom is still continue to be ill. My mom, she got the lung cancer, and that's a burden on the the whole situation, and it's depressing.
Sure.
And then our closest friends in the UK, their son is he arrived on Saturday. He's visiting us. He's at his work experience right now in the city. That's that dude that was going to work with you. He's in Chicago now doing his work experience, but he was with us through the weekend and Monday, Tuesday. On Monday, I had to go
What's
to
work?
Philadelphia.
What exactly is work experience?
Prostitution.
There's this thing in the UK when you go to school and you express an interest in a field, the school sponsors you or sends you out to go try to learn something about that before you decide that's what you want to do with your life. So say you were really interested in engineering, you would spend a week being a slave at an engineering office.
So it's
and you figure out whether or not you loved it or hated it, and
It's like DECA, but for actual real jobs, not
Yeah.
I just got college credit for working at Zare
right. You but it's
or high school credit for working
right.
at Zare.
Did you really?
I didn't, but I had
Oh.
friends who did.
Our friends got DECA credit for being shampoo bitches at the
Yeah.
at the hair cutter.
We had that
So,
at our
yeah.
school, yeah.
What?
Davia was ours. DuPage Area Vocational Education. Blah 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 blah.
Ours
A.
was
Because
something
when you can't get high school credit in real classes,
vocational something.
there was VICA.
for tomorrow. Yeah,
There was VICA,
vocational
DECA,
yeah.
and
it was basically it was you're not getting a GED, but this is all you're going to do. Let's learn to change.
Might as well get started.
Yeah, you might want to. In fact, a lot of those Vic Deca kids graduated early. Like they graduated a half a year early.
Learn about the futility of your existence tomorrow, today.
Yeah, and then they went out and started working at like the Jiffy Lube and the hair cuttery, and one of them was a dealer at the Empress. The captain of our football team.
Good Lord.
Brian, what's his name? Brian
Yeah.
Jones? Was it Brian Jones?
No. I know
Brian.
No, it'll come to me.
Oh. You know, our Argo football team, we went 8
Yeah.
and 80 in the 80s.
Yeah.
And one time I was at Empress,
Yeah.
and the captain of our football team, Mr. Sexy, prom king guy, he's dealing me blackjack.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to remember. Well, it was a while ago.
And you're betting more a hand than he makes in a week.
No, I mean,
Did that feel good?
He earns tips. He had. I was only doing $25 a hand, so that was.
Blackjack players don't tip, Tom.
Well, you do if it goes well, Oh, poker players? Do poker players tip?
Absolutely.
Yeah, every hand
Every hand.
that you win.
There's a little something for you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Here's a little something for you. So anyway, and then I went to Philadelphia on Monday, and that's the Philadelphia, born and raised, playground where I spent most of my days. Came back this morning for the funeral.
Oh, boy.
Went to the funeral. Now doing the show. Tomorrow I got to go up and be volunteer dad at the camp in Wisconsin for 2
my.
days.
We're in Wisconsin.
we're in
is it? Yeah, how
Wisconsin.
far?
They gave us the opportunity to stay at the campsite, and I opted to stay in Madison at the Hilton.
Would
So
you be willing to do a beer run for me?
Jesus Christ.
I won't be back till Sunday. What
Well, I
do you
won't
need?
see you for like 3 months anyway, so fuck it.
No, what? No, what do you
No,
need?
it's a-
No, your wife is coming over here to do D&D on Sunday, so
If you go into any gas station or anything, you will see New Glarus.
Yeah.
New Glarus
It's
blank.
everywhere.
New
It's
Glarus.
everywhere.
New Glarus blank. Just
All right.
Yeah.
a couple of those, and
All right.
That's what I
like
usually
say
do.
like
If I'm not
20 bucks
hungover,
worth.
if I'm not hungover from whatever I was doing in Wisconsin and can stand the sight of beer, I stop always on the way out and pick up a 6-pack of a couple things.
New
They're-
Glarus.
they're
Okay.
huge, but they refuse to distribute outside of Wisconsin.
I thought I had been told that they tried, they dabbled,
No. They did
like
and
years
they
ago,
said, "Fuck
and then
this."
exactly. And they realized what they had to go, the hoops and shit they had to deal with to distribute
That's
in
one of
Illinois,
the
and basically
stories,
said,
yeah.
"Fuck it."
Well,
Yeah.
it's-
I was wondering if you knew the legitimacy of that story.
They want to focus on the Wisconsin market and make sure that everybody there has enough.
Yeah, and it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
And how many weeks will that take? I mean, that's a bullshit story.
Well.
Make sure everybody inWisconsin has enough. Come on.
Enough people believe it that I believe it. Let's just.
Have
put
you
it
been
that
to a
way.
brewery before?
I have never been.
And I think they just like remodeled or redid it
Yeah,
like
oh,
a
yeah.
couple
Yeah,
years
they
ago.
expanded.
I'm talking beer with Jeff.
Isn't
Wow.
that great? So like $20 worth. That might be a couple
All right.
of 4-packs, a couple
That's
of
fine.
6-packs, and I'll let Jess know.
Yeah,
And I'll make some room in the fridge. by then.
as long as I don't have a car full of young scouts. Hang on, Daddy needs to. You
Oh
kids
well, if you're
stay-
bringing kids back, fuck it.
As long as you
No,
crack the window a little bit.
I may be bringing kids back. I don't think I am because that's, again, part of the complication. On Saturday, I'm supposed to bring Max back, but now we have this plan that Josh, the kid from England, and Alex and Vicky are going to come to Madison on Saturday morning. We're all going to stay in the hotel, kind of, because Madison is a great town
It
to hang
is.
out in. I mean, if you just want to blow a Saturday wandering around a town that's the Midwest equivalent of Seattle, go to Madison and just hang.
I'll give
know?
you a couple places to go have beer if you want to go have.
All
beer.
right, I'm good. Well, I am breaking my fast tonight. I have to
Sure.
take it slowly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we may stay Saturday night in Madison and then come back Sunday, get Max home in time for his biweekly D&D appointment. So, by the way, your wife is an absolute friggin' hero with these kids. My God.
I hear it from her.
I mean,
know.
she is. You talk about professional level dungeon mastering. I mean, she knows exactly what she's doing.
She's an
with
honor
this.
to the guild.
Really, I mean, it's like
It's really the first campaign she's ever run. Don't let her. Don't let
Really?
on that you know that.
really because
Yep.
she's rocking it, man. I mean, she. at any given moment when the D&D happens, first of all, my entire household goes silent.
Yeah.
There are 10 boys under the age of 13 in my house, in the basement. Now I sound like Gacy. In my
Under
house,
the eaves. I mean, in the basement.
in the basement with your wife, and it is absolutely silent. You don't hear screaming, yelling, bouncing, hooting.
I seem to remember she does
I cast
something
magic
for a
missile!
living that would probably help her in this pursuit.
I don't know. Maybe
yeah,
that
she's a middle school
She's a middle
teacher.
school teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might have something to do
That
with it
and
there.
she's got them running around like Pavlov. Like when they do something good, they get a Jolly Rancher from the
Yep.
DM. So she's like, you were a good thinker. Here's a Jolly Rancher.
I cast magic missile.
No Jolly Rancher for you.
I cast magic missile.
You are in a pub, you're in a bar, you're in a tavern, and you
I cast magic missile.
just shot Barlaman Butterbur with a magic missile. No Jolly Rancher for you.
I got a cherry Jolly Rancher up my nose already.
All right, I'm going to try to take my axe to Tom Bombadil. Okay, no Jolly Rancher for you. That's not good thinking. That's not good team player. You are not a good team player. So yeah, you're
I seem to remember us playing an adventure one time where it took us like an hour to get through a door, and eventually whoever was DMing us just said, "Just go through the fucking door."
was that Maurice or Dan?
I think it might have been Maurice.
It was Maurice, I
Like
think.
he eventually got fed up and just said, "There's nothing by the fucking door. Just go through the fucking door."
there is-
Wait, now that I say it, I sound like Chico when I say it.
It was
so yeah,
Maurice.
yeah.
It was Maurice.
Because we're like trying to do a plan of what we should do, like one of us will stand by the side of the door while the other opens it, like a SWAT team on it. No, we should do this.
It's
and
like it's like
eventually Case goes, "Just open the fucking door."
we were lined up around the door like
There's nothing.
like
I'm
Ender's
here,
Game,
and I'm here. Wait, no, maybe Brad should be more in front.
They're lined up around.
There's nothing behind the door.
There are no traps. There are no runes.
There's nothing.
There are no explosives.
You detect nothing. Well, then we try to detect something we didn't. Well, there may still be. No, there's nothing.
There's nothing to detect. You stop now.
Is it because there's nothing, or just because I didn't roll
Is
high
this-
enough?
Did I-
I'm gonna wait around and try it again.
I'm looking you in the fucking eyes, Maurice. You better tell me. Is it because I don't know, or is it because there's nothing there? Do you want to roll again? Yes, I do. No, you don't. Go through the door.
I'm gonna detect every
Go.
6 seconds until I roll a 20.
I
We just assume I roll a 20 to save some time.
Can we just because I'm going to do this until I
DMs
roll
love
a
it when
20.
you try and pull that one.
I'm just going to do it every 6 seconds. No, you cannot. No. So combat. Roll for initiative. No, that's not true. You're just doing that because you're mad. Do they actually put the electrical tape on it at the bar, or is that something that a
They
service
do.
you provide?
They put that because, well, it's carbonated and it could explode. No, I don't. They do.
Actually, and because you're leaving with it, I think they're required to put some sort of seal upon it. Yes.
Yeah. You want me to rinse the glass out? So you
Sure,
can-
yeah. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
it's service.
Wow, Jeff is
gotta
all
rinse my
over
glass
that.
Have we even
Wow.
mentioned it on the air that the show's al fresco? Have we said that?
No,
Does
you know
anybody
what?
even know we're outside?
This was a request from a listener. Listener,
And pantsless? Have we mentioned that we're pantsless and al fresco?
you know what?
Al fresco.
Usually means pantsless. So
It's
and
what it stands
we
for in
mean,
Italian.
We mean all the pants. Beau pantalon, indeed. At the request of listener Tam, we are doing the show outdoors tonight. It's a little chilly this evening. It's a little nipply, thanks to the return of the polar vortex. But we've got the mosquito fan going. Jeff's got some beers running out here.
I'm telling you, this is
on the
awesome.
deck. It's a lovely. You know what?
The fan on me is getting a little cold. I'm going to
is
tell
it
you
on-
that.
it's,
yeah.
Again, I turned it down, but we do it for the mosquitoes. Trust me.
You have mosquitoes here?
Oh,
And you
the
missed,
show backs up to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
and you missed it, Tom. The keg ran out just before they got to mine, so this
Ooh, I'm
was it.
excited.
Oh, it's a new
And this
one.
is the worst pour in the history of pours.
Oh,
I should do
thanks,
this with two
Jeff.
hands. This
I
is
don't
my
wanna say
glass.
anything, but-
All right.
there.
Thank you. Do me better.
You know-
Do me better, Jeff.
You know you're just drinking yeast poop, right?
I love it.
No, it's yeast vomit, isn't it?
Yeast poop.
Oh, are we sure?
Yes.
It is.
Honey is bee vomit. That was it. Honey is bee vomit.
Yeast
I
poop.
may never
This
drink
is
beer
a
again.
collaboration between Salamoth and Stone Brewery out of Oregon,
I
right?
wanna look
Stone's
it
the
up.
one out of Oregon, right? Yeah.
Did you finish all of your snifter of the beer vodka?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Jeffy. Daddy's gonna slow down because, I mean, I'll have some of that growler in a bit.
It's a
but
Red
I'm
Farmhouse
savoring.
ale if you're interested in some nice stuff to it.
Just like now, it's awesome. All of a sudden, our show has a beer sommelier. We're like
we have to
classy.
keep.
Actually, the word is Cicerone, and no, I'm not.
damn.
Smack!
You whipped out Cicerone.
That's what they're called.
Wasn't he the lead singer of like Slayer or somebody?
No,
Tommy
that's where.
Cicerone?
No, that's the neighborhood in Chicago. That's north of Austin and south of or west of Chicago. So it's Cicerone. That's where Betty Lauren Maltese was the mayor. Where does the word Cicerone comes from? I mean that's
the word they came up
It
with?
obviously sounds Italian, and I never associate Italy with beer. So
Wow, this is something wrong with it.
you know
I'm
what? You
sorry.
I think
There's
you
something bad.
overpoured it.
I did. Bread's
Let it-
probably a lot better.
Let it slow. Oh, and by the way,
Oh,
it's,
here it
it's
is. It's
super
Heroes?
fucking cloudy too. You ought to like
They
let
don't
that.
filter their beer. Come
No,
on.
but you got to let it settle down.
So
No.
the yeast poop settles to the bottom.
Yeah, in fact, actually, Jeff, even though I'm not going to have it, can you pour mine now?
Yeah,
And
this
then,
is-
Is that it?
Chris,
That
can you
is
hand
it,
over to Jeff?
Pyros. This is. I will say right away. This is a kind of a disappointing.
It has crushed rose hips.
Yeah,
Does it taste like rose hips?
it does not. But like I said, it's a bit of a disappointing. Actually,
Don't let that
I'm okay
ruin
with
my
it.
evening.
I'm okay with it. It's better. It's heck a lot better than that Sierra Nevada crap.
Well, I mean, Sierra Nevada, they're just, again, you and I discussed before the show, there's something they do to the back end of their beer. Like, it's like, no matter what flavor of Sierra Nevada you get, thank you, Jeff. No matter what flavor of Sierra Nevada you get, it's good, it's yummy, it's refreshing, and then you get that.
Welcome
I mean,
to Tap Talk. Tap Talk. Tap Talk.
Chris is like, none of this is about rum or
Tap Talk.
What do you drink these days?
I haven't had a drink in a year.
Holy.
Oh, well,
holy.
there you go. So you had no problems
Your
on the 4th
Honor.
of July then,
No.
Your Honor.
Except boredom.
yeah, me too. I was at work. Oh God. Oh Lord. I stole money from work on that day. I unloaded one truck in 8 hours.
Brad, pull you, number 4 down just a little.
Am I too loud
skosh.
again?
Just a skosh, and I think it was my fault. I bumped it when I brought everything outside. There you go. When I brought everything outside, I bumped stuff, and so it caused us a problem. So, but I can adjust here as well. And Chris has the capability of adjusting. It's just the
Sure.
last couple of shows we were maxed out for much of the shows.
Except for that one where we
We
were
didn't really
recording
record
from your
well.
laptop.
Unless, of course, and by the way, it tried to do that again tonight. Tonight, it defaulted to the line input of the laptop, and I went, "You're not fucking doing that to me again. That's not going to happen twice. It's not going to happen
It
twice."
sounded like FBI surveillance
Yeah.
video or something.
It's like, man, that bitch set me up. Was it Marion Barry? Is that who that was?
Yes, it was.
Bitch set me
Hey,
up.
set me up.
Damn it.
I just here trying to smoke some crack.
Yeah, so and I know all the comedians have beaten this guy up to death. You know, the mayor of Toronto. Can you be that big and addicted to crack? I kind of thought like it burned you up. Like I kind of thought it made you thin. So I mean, if I know anything about Chris Rock from New Jack City, he just wasted away.
It's that he didn't take nothing.
He didn't take nothing, man. The government took my babies.
Yeah, you'd think if you did cocaine, you'd be a little. Well, there's a lot of examples of
There are some examples in Chicago media of people that are,
Well, I mean, he admits it, so
Yeah,
it's not like
yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Well, in fact, you can't libel the dead. Let's just start with Belushi. He wasn't very thin,
No.
and he wasn't adverse to yayo.
Yeah.
So all right, maybe not, but yeah, wait. Now, the Rob Ford was never a heroin guy, right? He's all about the stimulants. Is that his deal, or did he do the heroin too?
no,
And I like my heroin
crack?
too.
No, just crack. I think
Just the crack.
just the crack.
Just
booze.
crack. Now, Brad has changed neighborhoods recently, so he's got to find.
I haven't so much changed name. I've only moved a mile.
He's got to find all new dealers. He's got to find new contacts.
Trust me, where I moved to, there's probably many, many more conveniently located than where I was. I'm a little closer to Uptown.
Hey, cocaine,
Yeah,
cocaine,
a little
cocaine,
closer to
cocaine,
Uptown than
cocaine,
I was
cocaine.
back in my old place. So probably much more
You're living in Dreamtown,
dealer
now, right?
dealer adjacent. So what according to the realtor is
Dreamtown.
Dreamtown.
Wait, what is Dreamtown?
No, that was just the name of that wasn't our dealer or realtor. The name of the realtor seller was called Dreamtown. Dreamtown.
Oh, now the coyotes are going to show up. We're trying to do a show, and Loki's out there. Thank God we got Loki patrolling the fence. We got the dog on the perimeter.
No undocumented children.
He's on that
Oh
wall.
my God! You need Loki on that wall. You want Loki on that wall.
Because they'll come up to him and he'll be like, "Hi, pet me."
Oh wait, so I
Hi,
didn't.
new friend.
I didn't finish the madness. So on Sunday we come back. Jeff's wife comes and does the D&D. Then on Monday I fly to Miami for 3 days.
Nice.
Work or
Hey, would you do a
no,
beer
work.
run for me? No, I'm kidding.
Jesus, from Miami,
kidding.
you want Miami
Deja vu.
beer?
No, I don't.
Actually,
No.
I like the beers. The beer from St. Lucia and the beer from the Bahamas, both of which you can get in Miami.
Yeah.
The Bahamas.
The Bahamian, I forget what it was called, but the beer from St. Lucia is called Piton, and it is so good. It's everything. It's everything that Landshark or
that reminds
Corona wants to be, but is not.
Okay.
And it's called Piton. Piton.
Piton.
In fact, I think you can find it in your better beer
I've never seen it in my life.
purveyors. Like, no, I think you can even find it in the Binnies.
Binnies.
What are you looking for, Brad?
Beverage
Your
Depot.
bag
I'm
is
just trying to
good.
get it without deplugging the whole show. Is that a word? Deplugging.
Deplugging,
It
sure.
is if you want it to be.
Yeah, it is. We prefer deflowering, but that's all right. So-
It will be okay. Continue with your
Yeah.
Piton talk.
Now, the weird thing will be if so we're doing the show outside.
Yeah.
The weird thing will be we know from last year we can pick up the bird sounds, we can pick up the leaves rustling. If the wind chime would cooperate, we could hear the wind chime.
Damn you,
But-
wind chime.
But what you also may hear is the lawn mowing.
Yeah, there was a guy out front. He was mowing his lawn and walking his dog at the same time.
While mowing the lawn,
I saw that guy.
That guy. That's intrepid.
Yeah.
I was going to
my
ask,
God.
was he the guy or was it hired help? Because it seems like my neighborhood's gone more and more to hired help. Like I feel like the big loser now when I mow my own lawn. I feel like because it only takes like an hour to mow the lawn. It's not that big a deal, but people got all sorts of services and stuff all around us. So.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for?
What happened to your wireless card? Did you take it in?
Oh, I put it in my pocket.
Give it to me.
A pocket. He needs the password.
Need that damn freaking password again. My wife called me in the middle of me trying to enter that password.
Two characters
Two
left.
characters left, and the phone starts ringing. I'm like,
Damn you, woman!
do not accept, do not accept.
I want to finish. Putting the code in the phone.
Your dog thinks I'm tasty for some reason.
I think you're tasty.
Well, because you are. You're tasty and you.
There's the dogs.
Hey, your friend's out next door. You should go say hi, Loki.
You reek of hops.
The beagle that came to the party.
You should go say hi to your friend next door.
How do you feel that you're almost done with that, Tom?
And not lick me.
It's okay. To tell you the truth,
If you're a big hop fan
It's-
and you're looking for something special, find the 90-minute,
well,
which is
the thing is, I
30
love
minutes
hops.
left.
Yeah.
I love hops.
90-minute.
What this is because of what they did to it. It's so sugary as well.
Uh-huh. Yes.
I mean, it's syrupy sugary.
Uh-huh.
Not thick syrupy, but like it is very sweet. It's almost if you've ever had you've had a Belgian triple.
Yeah.
A Belgian triple is so sweet. It's so brown but so hopped up. It's you gotta be ready. Like you should be eating dinner with this.
They make the 60,
So-
the 90, and the 120. The 90 is widely looked at as just divine, and it's always available, almost.
Yeah.
This they only make 2 or 3 times a year, kind of randomly. It's kind of like, let's put some more 120. Okay.
Let's have a bit of that.
No,
It's really good. I mean, and I love. When I went on the Adnams Brewing Tour.
Sure.
In fact, that was what I was going to tell you about this being beer vodka. Adnams is now getting into because they have all this excess mash that they make. That
Yeah.
they make enough, but because they have to use it and turn it over and stuff, they're making more than they can sell, even though they're churning out millions of pints a year. So they actually got a cracking tower from Germany, and so they got a proper distilling tower, and they take the same stuff that becomes beer and goes over here. They shunt in another direction and they put it in the distilling tower, and one day after that you get vodka, and they've been selling vodka So you can buy Adnams Southwold vodka. In fact, look it up online, Adnams Southwold. You can buy vodka from the brewery because it's the first thing that comes out. Then they take that vodka, because the vodka is the beginning of everything. They take the vodka, and then they make gin and cordials with that. And then they also, from that same first run, so they could sell the vodka right away, they had to, in order to make whiskey, they took the stuff that's going to become whiskey, and it's still sitting. They're not going to be able to sell that for another 3 or 4 years to call it Adnams whiskey. But there will be a 5, a 10, and a 12-year-old Adnams whiskey, all from that original run from the Kraken Tower, which they now can do with the vodka.
Nice.
I don't have any more Adnams vodka, otherwise I'd let you have some.
Is this all in England?
Yeah, Adnams Southwell's in England, but you can find most Adnams products at Binny's. I don't know about the vodka yet. I'm pretty sure they're not legally allowed to sell that. Because there were a lot of really, I mean, again, Daddy liked the vodka.
Oh, no.
There were a lot of really good vodka makers in the UK that I can't get over here. The best of which was Chase. So, yeah, if you look chase.co.uk, it is the best vodka I've ever had ever. And I still have a little bit left that I'm saving for New Year's. So,
Yeah.
of course, I probably will go back to England before then. But
Yeah, can you bring some home? As I was saying.
yeah, it's like I should go back to England before New Year's. So there's that. Oh, computer turned off. Can I make sure we still got the show? That would suck.
So yeah, if you're looking for a treat for yourself, if you like that at all, you'll
love
the
this.
90-minute.
Well,
the 90-minute is that's an experience beer. That's beer you have to say that you've had
You've
it.
done it.
Yeah, but yeah, the 90-minute is just wow.
And I'm debating on whether I would want this warmer or much colder.
No, cold is bad.
Really?
Cold masks flavors. So
Yeah.
like when Coors says it has the bottle with the blue mountain that turns blue when it's really cold.
Yeah, they're hiding that. It's
They're
shit
hiding
beer.
they're hiding flavors.
Yeah.
Cold kills flavors.
Yeah.
Something like this you actually want to leave out for half an hour. Like a nice porter. You want at room temperature. Actually.
Well, I said I was debating whether I wanted this warmer, but
No.
I'm also getting the feeling that with as syrupy as this is, if it were like ice wine cold, I know it would mask some of the flavors.
I love ice
but-
wine.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm saying, so imagine ice wine, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Imagine ice wine. The temperature you serve ice wine is, ice.
Ice, yeah.
no,
Okay.
that's not why it's called ice wine.
No, but it's called ice wine because of the way it's made. But you also serve it really, 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 really cold.
From a previous mania of mine,
Yeah.
though, that's not what ice wine means. No.
It's not made of ice, but you do serve it very cold. So
Ice,
Yeah, this
ice
is
wine just
good.
means they left the grapes on there till
Frozen.
a long time.
and then then the grapes get really, really sugary.
Yes.
And really heavy.
Yes.
So and that you serve really, really cold.
A Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer.
Well,
A
ice
Gewürztraminer.
wine is beyond Gewürztraminer. It's like
Beyond Gewürztraminer?
It's like Gewürztraminer with the diabetes.
Gewürztraminer.
It's the Gewürztraminer that decided, fuck it, I'm going to go to Walmart and get one of those carts. It's a Gewürztraminer that says, I'm going to go to Walmart and get one of those carts. I'm going to get the box of ring dings and eat them while I shop for other things.
For more ring dings.
For more ring dings. So I'm going
These are for eating here. These are for taking home.
These are my Walmart ring dings, and these are my home ring dings.
Your dog's going insane.
Yeah, I was wondering what he's doing.
He's playing with
He
himself.
has a ball in his mouth.
Oh, does he? Okay, all right, it's fine. Either that or he's trying to send us a message.
Yeah,
Check to see if he's spelling something in
Yeah,
the
we
lawn.
do have to finish this tonight because I'm thinking about it. I bought 25 bottles of beer yesterday.
So that was the case that you bought.
Well, 12 was the case that I bought. Then I was in the area, so I went to a beer store, and they had some nice things.
area, and
Are you going to have to eat a lot of food to make room for your beer?
There's more beer than food in that.
I saw the pictures, yes.
Yeah, there's more now.
do
than
you
there
find
was.
yourself storing beer in the tank of your toilet?
No. Although I have several bottles of dark stuff downstairs, not in a refrigerator or anything, because
Did you hate this?
I kind of like it.
This
I'm
was
gonna-
great.
what I'm saying is
There's
To
better.
your untrained palate, Tom.
No. What I'm saying is, I went there yesterday and had some, from the.
Yeah.
This is directly from the tap, but I had some from the tap into the glass,
Into your mouth. Yeah.
and it was better. This might be a little bit of an off keg, is what I'm saying.
I think it's just lively, man. Let it set.
No,
because
this is very good. Yes,
It's just a bit lively. It's lively, mate. It's lively. This is good.
this is good. Yes,
In fact,
But the
know
one I
you haven't
had
a drink in a
yesterday-
year, you might want to taste this because there's a hint of apple in this. There's a pear or an apple, something. What is this?
I mean I could pull up the description.
Yeah, do.
I'm not good with the vocabulary yet.
Radio Tiki Tap Talk. Don't you miss
Tap
it?
Talk.
Don't you miss Stamp Talk?
This-
Stamp Talk.
Yeah, that talk.
Radio
I
Tiki
miss
enters
Stamp Talk.
enter its 14th year. In the middle of its 14th year, 14 years of Radio Tiki Tap Talk.
His face with pictures of group gatherings. Is
Yeah,
that
do you
face
still
on
do you
it?
still do
yes.
the pictures of the Shining people?
I
Do you still have Scatman Crothers in a photo with Jack Nicholson? Do you
I
still have-
still search for that, but I haven't bought one. I bought one about a few months ago, but the walls are getting full. It would have to come down further, and
it's been about 2 years since I've been to Casa de Jeff and Jess.
You remember the
I
show
should-
we did?
What?
yeah,
I gotta go over there just to see the gallery.
I think
do you
I
have do you have some tasteful lighting on it? Do you have some track lighting above
no,
it?
let's see how many I have. I have 1, 4.
He's talking about walls.
I think I have 23 of them.
Walls.
No,
Oh,
group
Boy,
pictures.
Jesus Christ.
Walls.
I don't even think I have 23 walls in my house.
Yo, I bet you do.
I think I'm up to 23 now.
Don't count pillars, but count all the angles. You got 23 walls. How many bedrooms you got?
2.
What's this beer called? Pyros.
You got a
That's
loft
what it's
too, right?
Pierros.
Yeah, it's
See,
Pierros.
3 walls.
So you're already at
Alexei Pierros.
23. No, sorry. You're already at 11 walls. So there you go.
Pyros.
Pierros.
6.6 ABV.
But I have an open plan house.
Oh, does that mean it's reaching for that rainbow? Oh no, that's something else.
You've been to his place.
I have
right?
been to his place.
6.6 ABV, 26 IBU. Collaboration with Stone Brewing Company. Nutty, caramel, and dark fruit malt flavors
Pierre.
Dark fruit.
are balanced by a light floral hop character and crushed rose hips in this red farmhouse ale. Earthy, fruity yeast esters with a mildly sweet finish.
It's all about the fruity. I like it a lot.
And
Tommy likes the fruity.
Yes, we know.
You
And
need to stop by Harrah's one day, and we were going with that crazy plan we had about going to get lunch and then a couple of beers.
Well,
here.
I got Diamond Card over there, or I
So
got
do I.
yeah, so we can go eat the free lunch.
So do I.
We can go eat
What
the
do
free
you think
lunch.
I had for
yeah.
lunch today, bitch?
Did you have
And
diamond
dinner.
lunch?
Yeah.
Jeff had diamond lunch, diamond dinner. Then came over here.
Here's what I had there.
Yeah.
It was Italian beef sandwiches,
Sandwiches.
but the soup was chili.
yeah.
So and tater tots.
Do you go and get free drinks over there as well? Do you like have the free beer or no?
There is no free beer allowed in Illinois.
Yeah.
That's state law. No free booze.
Really?
Absolutely.
Did I just not? I might have walked out without paying.
You
oh,
might have.
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
that's
list.
against the law.
Really? Okay. Oops.
So it was the better tater tots with some
Again, maybe Daddy needed a break.
with,
Well, he didn't pay. Just let him go. Just get him the hell out of
You
here.
have to ask yourself, is it worth really getting
Yeah.
money?
Is it worth going after him?
today I went the full. You would expect to see it on the menus at Johnny's next to the mother-in-law.
Nice.
Today, the better tater tots,
Nice.
Italian beef on it, smothered in chili with cheese. That was lunch/dinner.
And then drag it through the garden. He put some jardiniere on there.
Yeah. that
Wait,
was-
did you say lunch/dinner, or
Well,
did you
that,
actually?
that was my meal today. Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, or did you go twice? 'Cause
No.
Then that would be two kinds of problems.
No, that
So-
was just a plate of that. And that was
All right.
darn tasty. Let me tell
Did you do that at the end of your poker
I
or
did.
beginning
I
of
did
your
about
poker?
5:30 before I came here.
Nice.
I was at the table today with two Argo alums who were
Really?
talking. One's 50 and one was 49, so it's nobody you would know.
43. Yeah, you're right. It ain't gonna work. I wouldn't. Although they might know Dick Portillo. No, that
No,
Wait.
that's your parents.
Brad's parents. My parents.
My
know.
parents are Dick Portillo, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the sad predatory thing about poker. The one guy is just horrible
Yeah.
and has a lot of money, so everybody is just super nice to him to make sure he keeps
You
coming
keep
back.
You keep coming here and playing.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Sir.
Hey, guy. We're so glad to see you again. See, now that's again. This is why.
Here's your hint.
This is why I don't go and play poker because all you assholes.
Here's
I want to play poker.
Here's your hint. Whether, swear to God, this is how you know whether you should be continuing to be playing at the table you are playing.
Okay.
If it is less than your fourth visit there and the entire table knows your name, get the fuck out.
Less than your fourth visit, and everyone knows your name.
And everybody knows some detail about you that they can engage in friendly conversation with you, get the fuck out. Because
Okay.
you're in over your head and they are there to take your money. But if you've come for the fourth time and everybody acts like they never met you before
Yeah,
and they literally don't remember you, you're probably good.
you're probably okay.
You're probably okay.
Yeah.
It took months before anybody addressed me by Jeff. So that was my hint that I'm probably okay.
Yeah. See, again, now I've now had to put golf. I have to put poker in the world of golf. Seems like it would be a lovely game, except for all the other
No,
players.
See, Tom,
See,
there's two games that go there.
Yeah.
There's the game we play,
Yeah.
and then there's the smaller game that all the retirees and everybody else plays.
Yeah.
You'd be fine in that other game.
I want to play poker.
Come, next time you're there, say you want to play 1-2. Stay the fuck away from the 2-5 table because we will eat you up and shit you out. But the 1-2 table, you'll be fine.
We will fuck you in the ass.
We will fuck you
repeatedly.
in the ass and
We
make
will
you
violate
watch.
you in ways you've never thought of. But
Not-
otherwise,
Not
go
if I-
to the 1-5.
Not if I
team.
just fold every hand. Fuck you.
But
I'll
the-
just fold every hand.
This guy is like the dream. He has bottomless pockets and socks.
Everybody keeps coming to your table. Why do you let him do that?
Hey.
That's just mean.
Hey, guy, it's
Hey,
nice
guy.
to see you.
And you're not naming him so you don't queer the deal in case he listens. Just in case he doesn't listen. But you don't
doesn't
want
listen.
to. You don't want to queer the deal.
No.
So
It's kind of unwritten code that, yeah, I've said too much already.
wow.
Yeah. This
All right.
guy's
Now,
awful.
by the way, you've turned yourself down too much.
Have I?
Yeah, you have.
Okay, well,
So,
there you go. I turned myself
there
up.
you go. Yeah, yeah. Just, the thing is, normally you all can see this and you
Yes.
self-adjust.
Yes.
I could turn it, I guess.
No. I get paranoid by that, and I can't
Yeah.
concentrate on anything.
Well, the thing is, I find myself staring at it going, are we, this is okay, this is okay, isn't it? I shouldn't stare at it. I shouldn't.
No.
But I'm mesmerized
Sure.
by the little thing. No, you can't. And I
No.
can't, don't lose that code. You just let it.
You lose that code.
That is the one place in the world I have that written down. So
You know-
you can't lose that.
Why don't you put it on like a note in your phone?
What
Why don't you put it like on a notepad on your phone?
You know, or
is that? An app? I don't know. Is it?
this is the part where I tell you I could show you how to go and change it.
I would love to change that.
It's written right here.
How to
Actually,
change it?
no. Actually, no. I
Yeah,
tried that.
Comcast won't let you do
Because you
it.
can even see it says how to access admin. I showed you.
Yeah, admin, and then
Yeah.
you go in there and you change your password.
That was unchangeable.
Yeah, I tried
That
to.
was that shit
Yeah,
was
it won't
grayed
let
out.
you.
Yeah.
So you want to show me how to ungray out that
Xfinity
bitch?
won't let you do it.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
You-
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
the
You're
same
on the
way
wrong-
because I saw my
Thank
password.
you.
I'm like, fuck this. I'm changing it to like something Liz can
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, or something like that. But yeah, no,
Are all of your passwords?
not anymore.
I love your wife so much. She is the most adorable thing ever. Every picture of her is like super adorable.
And,
So
and
if
she has taken every one of them herself.
I bet.
and if you tell me her password
No,
preferences,
I gotta go tell. Good Lord.
I just go, I'm not surprised.
No, we can't fit this. Can we edit this out?
Yeah, we can edit this.
All right, good.
Sure.
But we're not going to.
Well, what we can do is we can beep some shit. Like we can put a beep over every time we say that.
This sounds like work.
Oh, I might be able to. Just remember, it's between 42 and 44.
Okay.
42 and 44, there are some questionable things. All right?
I just give away all my wife's passwords to everything.
Oh, my God, don't.
Like everything.
All right, you have to
Like everything.
All right, Chris, actually, we will have to edit. Between 42 and 41, we got to 42 and 44,
Really?
we have to listen and put a beep.
Really just
Because I don't want to
everything.
I don't want
I
to
could go
queer
broke.
Brad's thing, but that's some funny shit. All right, particularly what it actually is some funny shit.
I had to say it because it was funny, but then in retrospect, as soon as I said it, I'm like, oh, this those people. I mean, mind you, there's only about 10 people, but there's a billion people that have access to it.
You know what? Actually, I want to just go on record here. We started to say earlier. By the way, welcome to the Great Radio TV Experiment. We're only 45 minutes into the bitch tonight. We're balls deep tonight. We're only 45 minutes into the bitch before we told people what we were doing tonight. But we did mention the shows outside, and it was specifically the request of listener Tam. I am, and I know there's all of our 14-year people are listening. People that have been with Radio Tiki since the very first shows.
Please don't identify.
Riptor Bobby, and Bobby knows who he is. He's the one that said today I went to high school with Ray Diotiki, which is hilarious. So I know there's a lot of long-term listeners out there, but listener Tam, Tommy doesn't know you from the past. How long have you been listening? I've seen you pop in on the Fanboy Clubhouse, and again, I've been on a bit of a fast because some brain cells have been killed recently. So I am accepting corrections and errors and omissions. But when did you start listening? Because you don't seem like an old school Tiki. You seem like somebody that's new to the fold. And if you aren't new to the fold, forgive me, were you under a different name before? So listener Jay, he keeps trying to call himself Jay. His name is Kai Hentai. Okay, that's what he's called. Bobby O'Neill keeps trying to call himself Bobby O'Neill. It's Riptor. Okay, so this is the way things work. Listener Sean was P Diddy for obvious reasons. Okay. Who's our man? Oh, Beaver Fever. So Beaver Fever is, in fact, he doesn't go by Beaver Fever anymore, but he's still in the Radio Tiki Clubhouse. So see, we remember all the nicknames, but I don't remember a listener Tam having a nickname. So she'll have to share with us. But because she said, "Hey, you did an outdoor show last year. How come you didn't do it?" And we've been trying several times this summer to do a show. Like there was supposed to be a show 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Chris?
2 weeks ago, 1 week ago.
Well, no. 1 week ago.
1
week ago, I was actually able to pull the plug early enough. But 2 weeks ago, the show
I was in my
set
car
up.
on the way here with beer that I had to drink myself.
Oh, damn it. The show was set up. I had the mics all set up, the board going. I tested all the sound, and then my son threw up all over creation. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what's caused this, so we better back the truck up. Yeah, in fact, we had Paul the beer guy. We had my cousin Paul, who works at Two Brothers, was going to come and join us for the show. In fact, he was bringing. We were going to have a growler by growler comparison.
Oh.
That would have been a shitstorm. That would have been fun. But unfortunately, Max vomited, and
it's all Tom's fault.
So, all right. I mentioned before that Max is at camp. I didn't know that I would be such a goddamn woman about my son going to camp. You know what? Like Sunday night, I said to Vicky, because we took Max to camp like 7 a.m. Sunday morning, we dropped him off and all that. And we're back here in the house Sunday night. I go, man, I turned to say like 4 things to Max already tonight. He's not here. And she goes, and here's the part I feel bad about.
She gave you shit.
Well, she gave me shit. She's like, "Why are you such a woman? Why are you?" Because and that's where I look at. I go, "Because I married a dude. That's why. Your penis is bigger than mine." And it is.
Wow. Ooh, wow.
Wow. Let me just enjoy my beer for a moment.
I say again, wow.
So anyway, she's teasing me, and she goes, your daughter went to Washington, D.C. like 3 weeks ago. That didn't bother you at all. And I said, yeah, because Alex is me. And I get, Alex and I, when we're together, we drive you and Max crazy because Vicky and Max are very, very quiet. They're very, subtle, not demure, but they react to the world differently than, say, myself and Alexandra. And so when Alex and I are going, at something, like Alex and I rarely fight. Alex and her mom fight like crazy, but Alex and I, we're usually feeding each other's fire. So we'll ramp each other's shit up. So when Alex went away, it was a break for me. It was like easy because she's me. But with Max gone, I'm like, I miss my little buddy. I miss, I need to have he's my dude, and he's not here, and I'm sad. So yeah, so I'm excited tomorrow. I'm bringing my fishing pole just in case we get a few moments to have a little dad. Wait, whistle out of the windscreen.
I can't do it, and I can't do it. I can't whistle anyway. I was trying. There you go. Thank you. That's what I was trying to do. Thank you.
Oh, see, now I can't do that because I'm smiling. You gave me a
You went
smile.
too far.
I can't
You went
do it.
too far.
I tried to get
Dared
little
defeat.
Opie Cunningham to walk down the road with me. Now see, I'm getting all choked up. Little Opie Cunningham.
Sunrise, sunset.
I know. See, and the thing is, the scout because the Max is a first year scout. You in Boy Scouts you usually do summer camp. Your 11 year, your 12 year, your 13 year, and then 14, 15, 16 you can go to the intense camps. Like climb mountains and go scuba diving and
Bears,
wrestle like meet. Well, do something with Bear Grylls.
Hunt your fellow man.
There's shit. You can send the scouts to do shit with Bear Grylls, which is like
real.
Yeah, for real. There's a Bear Grylls scout thing. Yeah. So
That's not his real name, right?
I don't think he was born Bear. No, I don't think
Grills.
He might be Grills. Yeah, he might be Grills. But I don't think that's his Christian name. No, I don't think.
Given name.
I don't think his given name was Bear. But anyway, for the first year scouts, they're all 11, and the scoutmaster, they have the parent meeting before they send them to camp and all that. And
Edward Michael.
what?
Edward Michael.
Oh, that's
Edward
not
Michael
fair.
Grills.
And he's younger than we are.
Of course he is.
But not by much.
There's a lot of people.
He
that
is
know
40.
You know what? Have you ever seen the Bear Grylls episode where he gets stung in the face by killer bees? It's my favorite Bear Grylls
I could never
moment.
get into the Bear Grylls because it's really obviously fake, and they say in the beginning that it's fake.
Yeah, they
That's-
say
I'm a big Survivor Man fan with the
that is
That
the
shit
Survivor
ain't
Man's
fake.
real. Or did you the Cross Alaska Challenge where they take those 6 dudes and they go, all right, you got to go from here to here, and if you don't make it, the plane doesn't pick you up. Yeah.
I missed that one.
Yeah. I saw that one on the plane last time I went to. When I went to Australia, I saw that one on the plane. But Bear Grylls has several different flavors of Bear Grylls show.
Yeah.
There's the Survivor Man-esque show, but then there's the one where he, it's not a setup. He goes out and teaches you some shit. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, so here's the thing. Today we're in North Africa, and the assumption is, even though my camera crew's here and I've got safety equipment and all that, I'm going to show you some things that you can do if you're ever alone in the desert, this part of the world. And he's walking around, and he's showing what you can eat and what you can cut open, and he's like, this is what's inside, and this will give you enough protein or enough glucose to walk another 5 miles, and so he comes across some rocks, and the rocks are humming because
Oh, boy.
they're full of bees.
Oh boy.
And he goes, I love that sound. That sound can only mean one thing: bees. And bees mean honey. And he gets all excited.
No.
And he goes up into the rocks and he's like, okay, these bees they're not happy to see me.
These are not the bees you're looking for.
He goes, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a little smoke. So he makes a little like dry brush fire.
Sure, yeah.
No, it's fine. It's all cool. He lights a tumbleweed and is waving it around like a juju stick. He's waving the smoke around. And he's like, all right, now this is calming the bees. This is making them.
Sure.
This is getting them to relax.
Sure.
And he says, all right. So now he reaches in and he goes, now you have to fight your instincts to pull your hand away in terror, like I am right now. And the bees are like covering his head. He goes, they're really all over my hand right now. And he's cutting away at the honeycomb. He's hacking, and he gets 2 really good honeycombs full of bees, or full of honey. And there's some bees on there.
Somebody is robbing you, or your wife is.
It could be she who I share the domicile with.
It is.
Has returned. Hi, honey. Good. What are you doing?
Locking you out. calling the
No,
lawyer.
leave the blind open so we can watch and make cookies. No, because we want to watch and comment. So leave the blinds open. If you close the blinds, I'm just going to come in and open them. So it's going to be a useless exercise for you, just so you know. All right, this is a useless exercise. I'm going to open those blinds in 5 minutes.
Well, she has 5 minutes of privacy.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, he cuts these honeycombs down out of this. It's essentially a cave made of boulders, right?
Okay.
So, and he goes, all right. So now, if you're out here, there's not a lot of water in this, but it is full of sustenance that can keep you moving and blah blah blah. And he's putting the honeycomb in his mouth and he's sucking on this honeycomb. Every once in a while, he has to like take the tip of his knife and kick out a bee grub because they're in there as well.
That's protein.
Well, he doesn't want to be seen eating them, but I'll bet he fucking eats them when he gets a chance.
Sure.
And then one bee, he gets one, and it stings him on his eyebrow, just one, and he goes, all right, and this is what, and he decides this is a teaching moment. He decides this is a moment to share with everyone what to do in the case you've been stung. And he goes, so what you could do, he goes, first of all, you got to get the stinger out because the stinger's left in. And he goes, and he asks his producer, he goes, can you get that, please? Yeah. And you can hear just a little twinge of panic. Yeah. If you guys get a chance, go on YouTube and look up Bear Grylls bee sting. But we'll do it during the break. But Bear Grylls bee sting. So he gets his producer to pull the stinger out, which the producer does. He or she gets it out and put the stinger in Bear Grylls' hand. So he's holding this stinger up, and they get a nice focus shot on a bee's stinger. And he says, "That's a nasty bit. It stung me, and if you pull that out, you're preventing some of the venom to get in." And then, because this is a teaching moment, he goes, and I'll bet you didn't know that honey is a great antiseptic. So he takes the honeycomb and he just takes the honey and he's rubbing the.
Why would you do that?
Well, because honey is an antiseptic. The problem is what he did was rub the fucking venom into his flesh. So he does clean the air, so it is antiseptic, but then Bear Grylls starts to swell the hell up. I mean, really swell up. He gets the Cro-Magnon brow to start. Then he loses one eye, like one eye swells shut, and he's walking around like Quasimodo. Then the other eye shows up, and then he's like, "This is quite painful now." And he's still trying, and he's doing like the dry swallow. And he's clearly walking back to help. Like he's walking calmly, but he's walking somewhere with a purpose. And he's talking. He's like, so the lesson learned here is you have to be very careful and be aware. And then he gets pissed off at himself. He says, all the years I've been doing this, I've wrestled alligators and I've taken down anacondas and I've survived volcanoes and firestorms, and the thing that gets me is a bee. He's so pissed off. However, to his credit, he could have suppressed that video. That video could have never seen the light of day, and he turned it into a show.
Sure.
So, I mean, he looked like a perfect ass and still turned it into a teaching moment. So, speaking of teaching moments, Brad has changed domiciles.
That's a teaching moment.
Well, we all want to learn from your shit show. Do we want to take? We're at an hour now. Do you want to take a break now and tell us about after break, or do you want to tell us about it now?
We take a break.
Want to take a little break?
Yeah.
We didn't play music at the top. You guys want a little? Do the listeners want a little music now? We legally have to talk over music. And see now my device is because I have to have a code on it. So what I can do is put a little fade out music on for the Great Radio Tiki Experiment this evening, as we are dining al fresco. Actually, we're not dining; we're just actually having beers. But it's been lovely, and we've got the we got the beagle. We got the beagle out here.
Beagle came to the party.
The beagle did. Was she here for that?
Yeah, she didn't. Is that the dog that was wandering around your house?
How late were we here? Because the party was only my daughter's graduation party. We did from 4 to 8, and I knew goddamn well that it was going to be till midnight. So when did everybody? You guys left at 11, right? It was about 11.
It was like 10.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're old.
I want to say it was 11.
I don't think so.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's find something nice here. Find a little. A walk. There we go. Little something to take us out on the Great Radio Tiki Experiment. There we go. And I'll fade this out. But since we're outside with the birds and we're al fresco, we can enjoy a little. This is Tycho. This is Tycho from the album, I believe, A Diver. Sorry. No, I'm wrong about that. Sorry.
Do they play this in the lobby of a W hotel?
It is. I heard Tycho in the W, not in the lobby, in my room.
Oh.
You go into the toilet in the W and you get Tycho.
We call this area flush.
Absolute genius. This is the Great Radio TV Experiment. You're listening to a little Tycho from the album Dive. Radio Tiki. I'm encouraging Brad not to turn off the stuff yet because the music will go away.
I don't know what to do.
It's okay. Brad,
What am I
the weird
doing?
thing is, because we're al fresco, Brad's in charge of the board
What
tonight.
am I doing? I've never done this.
I know. You know what? Actually, do nothing. Do nothing. Do nothing. I can take it from here. I think. Watch this. Welcome back, Great Radio TV Experiment, al fresco. Tonight we're coming to you live from the front porch at the W Hotel.
I don't know what this music is.
It's Tycho. I'm really a big fan. I love Tycho.
I'm not shocked that you're a fan of it. It's odd.
And I am so straight and narrow.
No, you've always been eclectic in your music taste.
Straight but not narrow. You know what? I fought for the longest time because I'm an investor in SiriusXM. Against services like Pandora and Spotify and Red Radio and Last.fm and all that. Spotify is the fucking bomb.
Spotify.
I am really pleased with my Spotify experience lately.
Spotify.
It started with again, there's a lot of turmoil in my side of the family. My brother and I have been having to do a lot of stuff with help my dad out with cleaning out a house that my dad inherited from somebody that died. Yeah, so
Where's the house at?
Oak Lawn. So, down south side Chicago, and this is a lady who, they make a television show called Hoarders.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I've
and,
seen the Hoarder.
Yeah, she got herself a hoarder's house, and we've been just kind of slowly working our way through that. And so there was one morning, my brother and I each took a day off work, a holiday off work, and my brother, he's driving because he's got the truck, and I have two very small cars because we're very green and we're liberal and we're gay, and so my brother is dry. Exactly.
Ew, so much wrong.
It's called 20 Years, July 2nd, by the way, people, 20 years. And my brother's driving, and he goes, "Hey, listen, I know you don't support online music stores." I go, "Well, first of all, iTunes," and I went on my whole iTunes diatribe. You know, he's like, "Yeah, could you just shut the fuck up about iTunes? I know your position, your long held standing on iTunes." You know,
I thought to block that out, but please don't do the diatribe.
I'm not doing the diatribe. I'm not doing the diatribe. There's no diatribe. Just if I want to move music from one device to another, I don't feel like asking somebody else permission to fucking do that. But that's me. That's me.
You know,
that's
you can do that on iTunes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sometimes it'll do it when you don't even ask. It's like, oh, that's one of your devices too, Brad. I'll put that on there for you.
I use Amazon.
You what?
I use Amazon.
Yeah.
I use whichever one I go to.
If I want MP3, I go to Amazon. But anyway, so my brother said, "Listen, I know you're anti." And I said, "Well, because I got to support your niece's education. If the Sirius XM stock doesn't work, she's going to lose 2 years of college because they got 2 years of college tied up in that bitch. So Sirius XM needs to stay where it's at or go up."
And their shocking DJs need to shut their mouth down.
Yeah, woo. No, I want Howard to stay. I'm not a big Howard fan, but he makes the company money, so stay there.
One of the Opies or the Anthonys doesn't
What
kick
did you
off.
say again? What?
Or Anthony, I don't remember.
Opie or Anthony.
Oh, did they get more people to have sex in churches? I don't know.
One of them got
It
kicked
was
off.
something outrageous.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, he said something outrageous on his Twitter and got.
I'll have to look that up because I've heard.
You should know this. You have 2 years of college stock tied up. You should know this.
Their stock is up like 2% today. That's a huge number. Did it happen today?
No, it happened like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Why am I keeping an eye on your stock?
I don't know. Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
Sell!
No, today was a big pop.
Buy!
So if it doesn't,
Anthony was
Sell then buy!
So there's no Opie and Anthony anymore. It's just Opie.
Really? Yeah. Sure. I thought, as far as radio teams went, I thought those dudes were tight. Like, I mean, you hear about a lot of radio teams like this one. You hear about a lot of radio teams that, like, don't get along.
I hate you all.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
But I thought Opie and Anthony were, like, super tight. Because,
are.
Chicago just lost Eddie and Bobo. Eddie and Jobo were about to sign a deal, like a 5-year.
Aren't they like 70?
They were doing that shit when we were in high school.
They both admit to being 58.
So they're about 70.
All right, but if you want to treat yourself to some fun, and I'm telling all the Radio Tiki listeners, RobertFeder.com. One word, Robert, FEDER.com. Go there and look for the Eddie and Jobo picture retrospective. It's Eddie and Jobo over the years, and you can see. I want you to look at Eddie and Jobo's youngest photo, where Jobo looks like Dr. Katz, the therapist.
What? It's RobertFeder.com.
RobertFeder.com. Trust me on this. You are going to love it. All right. So then they became these two hip hop dance DJs, very popular on the morning pop show, and now they've been doing this a hella long time, and they weren't youngish when they started, and they both claim that they're 58. So just saying.
What happened?
Well, they were about to sign on to WLS here in Chicago. So for those of you around the country, we're going to get a little Chicago radio for a moment, as we always do. They were about to sign on to the new WLS FM to be the morning duo. And WLS FM, they play 80s, 90s, and today, which is basically old fuck music for us. And Eddie and Bobo were going to be the morning crew. And because they've not been on the air for a couple of years, Eddie still lives in Chicago, and he's like, yeah, I want to do this. Jobo moved out to, like, Galesburg, like, near Iowa.
Sure.
He's like, fuck it, I'm not coming back. I don't want to come back. So they couldn't work out a deal. So then Eddie, like, broke bad on Jobo. And, like, well, I guess only one of us wants to have a career in Chicago. Yeah, because one of you is almost 65 and not admitting it. Okay, one of you needs to stop acting like he's the 27-year-old on, the morning hip-hop urban crew.
According to Wikipedia, the duo are best known for their 26-year run at WBBM.
On the B96. Hey, everybody, we got to go out to the B-Bash, y'all. If you're not out of the B-Bash, you're fine. Yeah, there was a lot of
Oh
that.
my God, he looks ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I wanted to tell you. Radio TV listeners, go there and treat yourselves.
Can I just say on the air that these chips are fantastic?
You know, the Jewel home deli baked tortilla chips. Jewel deli baked.
Are you serious with what I'm seeing right here?
What?
I like one of the first comments about it. What is the first? One of the first Facebook comments in response to the Pitcher Flight Show is nothing cooler than a 60-year-old gangsta.
There you go. Brother can rip it.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot the music was on. We were just like totally riffing, and the music was still on.
Man.
I enjoyed that. What was that?
Tycho. You're gonna love all their stuff, and then you also want to check out Washed Out.
They're playing this weekend in a bathroom at the W.
Washed Out. Washed Out is if you watch Portlandia, the opening theme to Portlandia is by Washed Out. So that's you probably don't watch Portlandia though, do you?
I've seen some episodes.
I'm gonna make this happen here.
They had a really funny bit about them tailgating at a Garrison Keillor show.
One of the best. And then he fell asleep because he got too drunk. He got too drunk before Garrison Keillor, before Prairie Home Companion. I say prairie, you say home. Prairie home, prairie home.
I've actually seen the Prairie Home Companion live.
Did
Yes, we know.
Were you sober? Did you party hard? Did you tailgate?
I was sober.
Pulled so much tail.
I had just gotten engaged, so I don't remember the entire evening. But yeah, it was a fun show.
So this is Washed Out. Little opening theme of Portlandia. Little Fred Armisen, little Carrie Brown. What you don't ever get to hear is the actual lyrics because the theme of Portlandia stops with the drums, which occur right at this next bit.
That's it. I still I didn't like what I brought, so I'm drinking it.
Did you leave me what you brought?
Yeah,
All right, I'm not again. I'm not again.
Yeah, no, I left you what I brought. It's not what I brought was bad. It wasn't fun. I like it better without the words. Yeah, when they start singing, I don't want to hear it.
Well, because it's their whole thing is like this whole retro. We recorded it on after sounds, so it's trying to sound woolly, you know. But I dig it. Yeah. So yeah, tonight's show is not only al fresco. We're at the porch at the W here in Chicago. So
It's kind of dark.
I know
It's dark out here in the
it's like
burbs.
creepy dark.
It gets dark out here in the burbs.
Aren't you glad I got all the little?
And there's wolves. What the heck?
I put out all the wee fairy lights for us. It's magical. It's like
I
labyrinth.
don't like this at all.
It's a special world full of
Oh.
glowing
I
blue-white
don't
magic.
like this shit at all.
Each one of those lights is an imprisoned fucking fairy that is here, nailed to my deck for my amusement. Shine for me, fairies, shine. See, it's believe. You all have to believe, otherwise we'll be here in the dark. All right, so two things have to happen here in the second hour.
Somebody has to take these chips away from me.
Jeff,
One of
God,
them.
Jeff
no,
gotta
it-
take the chips away.
No, don't you fucking touch those chips, motherfucker. I will cut you.
I will bleed you.
You touch these
leave you
fucking chips
in
after
the
I told you to
desert.
get these chips away from me.
Suddenly it's episode of New Orange is the New Black.
These chips could be currency. They're that good.
These are from a place you wouldn't completely not expect it from, too.
Treat yourself, Jeff. Go to the Jewel. Get them when they're warm.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Get,
Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Don't scam. Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Those were like the best
Yeah.
chips I've ever had. Like the
Jeff's not against treating himself.
No, you haven't been.
no,
He hasn't been treating himself
let's
at
just
all.
Put that, yeah.
Brother doesn't go out and get a $24 bottle of beer.
No.
I've never bought a
You
Never.
lie. You sit here and lie.
Actually,
to me.
never mind.
Exactly.
I said I bought 24
Liar,
bottles of
Philip.
beer yesterday, not
And
$24
yet, I also
bottle.
know that you've bought a $24 bottle of beer.
Probably.
Liar, Philip.
I just drank a nice $17 bottle of beer the other night.
You need to get yourself closer to your mic, bitch.
I just drank a nice $17 bottle of beer
There
the
you
other
go.
night.
See, again, it's very dark. We should get a picture of Radio Tiki tonight because it's like all we are three glowing faces. We're like the judges at the beginning of Superman. Guilty.
Okay, then.
We're just like four glowing white faces in the dark on the deck. The fan is going. The birds have gone to sleep. The mosquitoes aren't. You guys aren't getting bit up, are you?
No, it's pretty
yeah.
nice out.
Not yet.
They're all too fucking cold.
It's supposed to be back in the 90s by the weekend.
Of
We,
course.
we understand this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Let's not
We got-
complain. I'm not. Trust me. I'm not complaining.
Oh, God, I'd take this
I
all
think-
year.
Oh man, this is
Dude,
Those fucking people
I
who are
had 5 years of this in England. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. It was this temperature.
those
So enjoy it.
there's fucking people who are complaining about this weather.
Oh my God! This
Well,
is-
it's July. It's got to be 90 and 100% humidity so I can go fucking swimming. This is bullshit, man.
Dude, I've just bought my brand new paddleboard for the lakefront and all the sweet honeys. Fuck you. It's nice.
That's they say.
Yes. Yeah.
You live down there. That's
No,
we live in the burbs.
Nobody
so
I know says that.
we live in the burbs. That's what we think you
Yes.
say.
Oh, yes.
When you
That is
talk-
exactly
when
what
you talk, that's what
exactly
you
what
say.
us city folks say. Yes, we. But
That's it.
bitchin' paddleboard.
And
Why
my
would
little-
you think I paddleboard
my little
to live in city?
hipster douche mustache?
Yes, in my fixed gear bicycle. Yes, it's so fucking hipster. So fucking hipster.
Hey,
I saw some.
bicycle here, man.
What's
bicycle.
sadder, the 6-year-old gangster or the 43-year-old hipster?
I don't mean to
I'll
out
take
you, Brad.
40-year-old hipster for $200.
Yeah, exactly.
Brad,
So
I'm not trying to out you, but like north-wise, what would be the number north that would be closest to you? I'm just curious.
Listeners don't care.
I care, and I never see fucking Brad. So,
No, what I mean is he can name his he can
Oh,
put his
yeah,
address
sure.
out there.
like, how far north are you? Like a number-wise?
Like 4,500 north?
Ooh,
Yeah.
there's some nice places up there.
He's near Dreamtown.
Dreamtown.
I'm in Dreamtown. It's not Dreamtown.
I saw a hipster.
People
today.
die not far from where I live.
I saw a hipster today with a
Pina
night,
colada at Trader Vic's.
No,
Was
not
his hair perfect.
Night of the Living Dead lunchbox.
No. Oh.
What did you see?
Oh.
A hipster. He had Night of the Living Dead lunchbox and pink jeans, skinny jeans.
Yeah, see, that's not me. That's not me.
No, that's definitely not you.
That's
Did
not
you,
me.
Did you ask him where are you going to work?
I don't know.
And his answer was going to be T-Mobile on Michigan Avenue.
Probably.
Come on down, buy a phone. I'll throw in a free battery charger.
No, he's going to throw in the free sweet paddleboard for use off
I
the
don't
North
know
Beach.
what that is. I don't.
Stand-up
I
paddleboard,
don't
motherfucker.
even fucking know it. No, none of us say that.
But-
Why do you think we say
You know what?
that?
Because you're getting old. That's what it is.
I
You're
am.
old.
No, I am getting. You are
You're
right. I am
old.
getting old. So I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't barely say that when I was young.
Go ask Lizzie B. She's like,
No, she's
Brad, you
never
don't know what a
paddled.
paddleboard is? Shit, I want a divorce.
She did paddleboard once. She did. She did paddleboard once and totally face planted. Like so much so that we were up north in Wisconsin. She was paddleboard on a lake in Wisconsin. So much so that somebody quit fishing and came on over to help her.
Hope you guys don't mind. I ordered the helicopter security pass. Just a little something for the show.
Right at the Valkyries all of a sudden.
All right, so two things needed to happen in this hour. I started to say 5 minutes ago, and we never got
Yeah.
to.
That's
Number one,
how much it's happening.
we got a number of listener mail messages. Actually, it's mostly listener Tom of North Cal. He's keeping the mailbox full, and we like that. Thank you very much. And then I also want to kind of address some things I saw on the Radio Tiki Fanboy Clubhouse. So we got to look into our few aspects of social media and the email box. But the other thing that we needed to discuss this hour is Brad. Brad has changed domiciles, and everybody out there in Radio Tiki World loves to hear a Brad shit show.
I mean, the move itself didn't go bad. The
Did you
move
hire
itself
people?
went fine. There are. I have determined that in life there are two things that once you have them, you will never go back to not having them.
Black men.
Three things.
Okay.
Black men. Black men. Black men down low.
Shh.
Black men down low.
Everybody, Urban Dictionary down low. Go
Black
now.
men
Go
down
now.
low.
Okay.
DVRs.
Yep.
Because once you have a DVR, you can't
Once
go
you
back.
can't
You can't
not
go back
leave. You
to
can't
watching
exist in a world.
watching TV on its schedule.
You can't. I can't exist in a world where I can't look at Vicky and go, "Hang on a minute, let me pause this."
Yeah,
I
exactly.
Instant pause.
When I'm at somebody's house who doesn't have DVR, I still try to rewind.
How do they? Are they Amish? Do you know Amish people? What is it that they?
I don't have a DVR.
You don't have a
Oh.
DVR.
I don't watch TV.
And the thing is,
Yeah,
yeah, but
Yeah, this is Jeff doesn't watch movies anymore either because it's not his thing anymore. He
Oh.
doesn't have a thing for TV.
I have an addictive personality, but I can give it up in a second.
I could, this heroin. I don't need it.
I don't need it.
I'm doing it just to
I don't
piss you
need it.
off.
If
I
I
don't-
were ever on
I don't
heroin,
need. I don't need it.
I
Sweet.
pride myself in the fact that I could say, I'm done with this shit and never do it again.
I don't need. You know what I am? Bigger than heroin.
Yeah.
That's what I am. That's right. I just want to call. I want to go back about 10
And the
years
third
ago.
thing was movers.
Yeah. Oh,
There were
right.
three things. Go ahead.
I just want to go back about 10 years ago when we used to make fun of Chris for TiVo. Do you remember Chris was like the TiVo?
He's like, this is
TiVo
the way of the
early
future.
adopter.
And we're like, whatever.
Doop, 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 doop.
And
then,
back then, you could record one show.
and he got a thing where he could make his hard drive bigger. Like he hacked his TiVo,
Yep.
and we're like, dude, you're just, I don't know, you need to get out of the house. Now
Probably.
we can't live in a world without DVRs.
Does the TiVo company exist still?
Oh yes,
Okay.
I have a TiVo.
Cool.
Does it work in conjunction with your cable, or do you not have cable, or what
No,
do
I
you
have
do?
cable. You get a cable card, you put it in the back of the TiVo.
And it's just your TiVo.
Yeah.
All right.
I get all my premium channels and everything like that.
Okay. What's the advantage of TiVo over the DVR that comes inside my XM box?
Well, if it's anything like the one we used to have, it was there was one point we had to reboot that thing like every couple days. The Comcast box, it was
Yeah.
awful. Like you'll hit a button and then walk away for a minute and then come back and then now I'm actually going to process that button that you hit. But
Yep.
I never have.
That's what happens when you let it get full.
I don't think it was.
My family makes fun
Well,
of
it
me.
shouldn't- it
I'm
shouldn't be-
obsessed with emptying the DVR.
But
Oh,
you
I
shouldn't
know.
have to do that.
I don't want, like, if it gets to 40%, we have a meeting. We have a discussion. The DVR's on 40%. If I need to record 5 hours of C-SPAN, I am fucked. So you guys need Alex. I don't know what this show is. What is this? Little Women of L.A. You're watching a midget show about women in L.A. They're all L.A. midgets.
She doesn't watch that. does
She does watch
Oh,
it.
my God.
She watches this show about fucking midgets.
You failed as a father.
And then on
Little
top
people,
of it,
Tom, little people.
on top of it, she records it, fills up my DVR with it. I got Abby's Dance Moms,
Oh, God.
Rescue Dance Studio,
Oh, God.
Say Yes to the Dress, and
Oh.
Little Women of L.A. And
Oh,
and all of a
boy.
sudden my DVR is at 40%, and I said, if I put a World Cup game on here, we're gonna go above 50, and then we're on lockdown.
And then the house is anarchy.
The house is on lockdown if this DVR goes over 50%. I went to Australia for 2.5 weeks. I came
Fuck,
back.
was it 75, wasn't it?
The DVR was at 46%.
Yeah.
And I
Oh.
spent half an hour deleting shit.
But why?
Because I am obsessed with it. My wife says I'm obsessed.
Do
I'm
you
obsessed with keeping the DVR empty.
Do you forget how percentages work?
Did you forget having to reboot your DVR because it got too full?
But then I went and got a TiVo where I don't need to do that anymore.
I don't have to have a
Amanda's point.
TiVo.
But you can get a TiVo and just put the card in the back of it and get rid of that stupid box where you have to keep empty, because if you don't keep it empty, it doesn't work.
But then I lose my little madness of emptying the DVR, which is my thing,
Perhaps you can take up a useful hobby.
like knitting, crochet,
Reading to the blind.
Learn a foreign language.
learn a foreign language. So Brad said the third thing that you never do without is movers.
Yeah, no. Especially when you're in your 40s, like, you don't move yourself.
No, don't. Certainly not when. Are there? You had some stairs involved, right?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, we were moving on the second floor. We were moving to the first floor. There's a little bit of stairs, but yeah.
Do you know
moving on the
how
second floor.
cool it is to like stand there like on your front lawn and direct other people to move your shit? It's like the you
See,
feel
again,
very
this is where me and you differ. I feel shame
Really?
I
No.
feel like
I was all like,
should be
"Give
moving
me an
companies."
iced tea
Here was
here,
here was our problem. Like every now and then, we thought we pretty much had everything boxed up and everything, but every now and then they would come in something that wasn't properly boxed or kind of soft to the corner. So the nice guys, they were from, where were they from? No, they weren't from Moldova. Liz actually asked them where they're from.
Moldova.
Wait, how
They
did
weren't
you
from
find them?
Moldova.
Oh.
Maybe they were from Moldova. It's between the Ukraine and
Moldova.
Romania.
That's Moldova.
Yeah, they were from Moldova. So they, of course, were talking about us in Moldovan. But they would come over and go.
Well, these-
they would come over and ask them. They're like, "What do you want to do with this?" And I'm like, don't worry about it. I got it." And Liz finally realized once there was a huge pile of shit that I said, "I got it." Liz like, "You're moving all that your fucking self."
Yeah, because then the Moldovan guys discover, hey, when you tell him what is this, when you put, he goes,
the men goes, "I got it," and we don't have to move it.
So, take the couch and go, what do you want done with this?
It was a lot of little things, but the lot of little things ended up in a big pile that I ended up having to move on my own because I'm an idiot. Because I felt
large
guilty.
white box that
'Cause-
says refrigerator.
Yes.
Maybe you take.
Because I felt guilty. Because I feel guilty. Like, oh no, I don't need you. I mean, I'm
Yes,
I'm
we've
giving you
mentioned
all
that.
money to be my mover, but I don't. I would be doing it myself. I'm just trying.
You know
to
what? Here's the way you relieve
It's white
yourself of
guilt.
that. Here's the way you relieve yourself of that. Number one, look at the invoice that they
Jesus
that
Christ.
they
Oh,
gave
yeah.
you.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck, stay.
because that's a few $1,000s you're not getting
No,
back.
not a
okay?
few thousand. Again, remember, me and Liz don't. One, me and Liz don't own that much. Two, we didn't move appliances. It was all just,
I don't know appliances.
and they didn't pack. They just moved.
All right. Well, and I said this to you on Facebook. For those of you Radio Tiki people that listen or follow us on Facebook,
Plus,
you
they
might
moved
have
us a
seen this.
mile. That helped too. They
Yeah.
moved us a mile. So
That-
we
that-
got it
that
all.
will make
we,
it cheap.
we had it all done by.
Right.
We had them for like 4 hours and got everything moved.
Right, and that cuts it down.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, if you offer to pay them in cash, it cuts it down even more. Just saying. By
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Our last move, we did cash under the table for a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
And that makes it, we're like, oh, we couldn't find them. We actually called them again, and I'm sure it was a throwaway phone or something. Though we couldn't get them. Burner. So we actually had
Jesse
to.
and Walter moving in.
So we actually had to go with legit movers this time, and that's when you realize
The
that
Moldovans.
they were working for a company. They were Moldovans, but they were working for a moving company.
we are
Yes.
licensed, bonded,
Yeah.
insured. Dude.
But you know the difference when
Don't
you
be
have.
asshole to me.
You don't realize the difference until you've had non-real movers and pretend movers, because non-real movers just show your shit in a truck. Like, you get there and you find out all the shit that's broke. Like, they would not move anything without wrapping it in 8 layers of bubble tape.
Yeah.
Right.
Or bubble wrap. So yeah, they were actual, like, real, honest to goodness, though Moldovan movers. So
All right. I recommend this to you on Facebook.
yeah.
The next time you move, if
I'm not moving again. I'm dying in that house. They're
you're gonna
finding my
die there.
desiccated corpse
Dude,
in
there's
that
only
house.
one
I'm
bedroom.
never.
there. There's
no,
only one
there's
extra-
3.
No, I mean 1 bedroom for a child.
How
What if
many?
you have-
I'm 43 years old. How many effing children do you think I'm having at this point?
how many does Lizzie want?
Enough that I'm still actually cognizant enough to help raise them.
Okay. Daddy needs his applesauce.
Long enough, there's enough so there's enough room in the minivan for them to go to school and me to go to the home. Me to go to.
You guys-
I'm sorry, the senior center.
You guys don't get next to Daddy's chair. Daddy's chair goes there.
Brad Jr. Give your father back his bingo cards
Brad,
and his juice box.
Daddy's hover round is not a toy.
When we get to the senior center, they're not going to have bingo. It's going to be Xbox.
Yeah, our senior center is going to have Call of Duty, dude.
Nice. That's
It's
awesome. I can't wait to.
Our senior
I
center is
can't-
going to
I
be
can't.
like World of Warcraft, and
can't
then in
wait.
the evening we got like and you guys, it's straining your eyes. You're going to need to do role playing game with pen and paper, okay? So all of you Dungeons and Dragons, get out there. Shuffleboard ain't no shuffleboard for us. We didn't grow up playing fucking shuffleboard. We got.
I've played shuffleboard. Of course I have.
Of course you have.
That's the response. Of course you have.
Yes, you have. But I said if you you might move. But if you ever do move again,
No, yeah. Well,
Say-
I'm kidding, but we're not moving anytime.
no, 10 years, whatever. But
Yeah, exactly.
save your ducats before the move.
Yeah.
Put away the extra $2,000 to $3,000.
Oh, jeez.
It sounds ridiculous, but your next house is going to be your single family dwelling, your non-attached dwelling is going to be a huge step, right? Save a couple of ducats for the Packers.
Oh yeah, no, I've
It
had the
is
Packers.
Greatest.
You got to
thing
remember
ever.
when I left the army.
Army gave you
the
Packers.
the taxpayers pay for military for them to get us Packers, and that's
Oh,
I mean,
and the
when they-
Packers are like locusts.
It's
They come in and
fucking
pack up the
ama-
fucking
it's-
kitchen garbage.
it's amazing.
They're like, okay, we did your
And they-
kitchen.
and they do it
Where's
in
the
like-
garbage?
And they do it in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Not even
because
like the
they
whole
send
house.
as many of them. The packing job is like a flat rate,
And they
send like 12 people and like little Chinese women and dudes and they just like everybody comes. And
I haven't. If
packs.
it wasn't so exorbitantly expensive, I would have done it this time too. Because I basically spent the whole.
I had 2 Chinese women in a box.
Did they pack one of each other?
Yeah, I pack you. No, I pack you.
Because I spent the whole my whole life for that week was go to work, come home, pack some more shit, go
Yeah.
to sleep, wake up, go home.
I
pack
did
some more
that
shit.
for a month.
Yeah, that's.
I found
hate
if
it.
you have a source, what makes it really easy to move postal tubs.
Postal tubs.
Oh yeah.
I might have showed up to work one day and thrown 100 of them in my trunk.
Yeah.
I
The
returned
white
them
ones?
all.
Like
I
the white
swear to
postal
Christ.
Yeah, I'll
It-
bet.
I'm going to cry.
Price is going to strike you down, bitch, because there's a few of them in your basement. Yeah.
Except the half dozen that are still in my basement.
Yeah, I was going to say, because
8 years
that
later.
I do remember about your house. I'm like, oh, there's a few postal bins down here.
Those are excellent.
Yeah,
Pretty nice postal service.
I went and
Because when you pack yourself, you think it's a good idea to fill up that big cardboard box with books.
no, that's bad.
You think it's a good idea the first time you ever move to fill up that big cardboard box with books.
Yeah,
Postal tubs are perfect. You could that's perfect. Put books in there. Perfect size.
here's a little tip Tommy learned: take about half the books off the bookshelf, then tape the other fucking books into the bookshelf and move the bookshelf. That works great, particularly when there's other dudes besides you carrying the bookshelf. That I love that plan. I stuffed packing stuff into the shelf and then taped the shit out of it, and then the books stayed secure, and they put them on the container. Container went on the boat. When the bookshelf came back here, went right up in my bedroom full of books. See?
Yeah, we didn't pay anybody to help us move. We just moved ourselves.
Well, I
I
mean,
can't
that
do
was
that
how
more.
long ago? I mean, it was a while ago.
2006. 2006.
So we were talking 8 years ago. So
Yeah.
you were still young.
Yes.
8 years ago, I was still been convincing friends to help me move. Maybe.
We
Yeah,
had
I
both places
can.
for a month, so you do it a carload at a time.
Well, the next day, the day after, so the movers move us, and I move all the shit that I told the Moldovans not to move because I felt guilty. So we left 3 or 4 boxes in the house and the litter boxes for the cat. So I wake up the next morning actually pretty pumped. I'm like, wow, we're almost done. We just got a couple more loads to do, and we'll be totally done. We'll throw it in the Patriot, get it over here. We go into the house, and I go to the litter box, and I scoop out the cat's litter box, and I go down to pick the bag full of cat feces up, and my whole back goes, fuck you. And I was on the ground in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I've been.
Really? You bet-
I threw my back out. I was boom, I'm on the ground. I'm like, Liz. And she walks into what used to be our dining room, and I am flat out on my back. Worst pain ever.
What happened?
I just threw my back out.
What does that mean to throw one's back?
Basically, strain the muscle in your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it cramps up.
Yeah. So at first it was really bad. And just at that moment, what is now my former landlord shows up hey, Brad, how you doing? I'm like,
I'm
what
dying.
does it look like I'm doing? So between him and Liz, so that's what the kibosh and the moving for the day. So that's why we only actually finally got done moving yesterday.
It's 2 weeks
2 weeks later. I go home and I just go to bed. I just go and lie down and take it easy. I feel in pain, but it's not too bad. And then during the day, it just gets progressively worse.
Yeah.
By the evening, Liz orders us dinner, and I come and I sit in the living room. We sit on the floor. She had ordered Mediterranean food or something, and I sit down, and my back is so. You don't realize the muscles it takes to just hold your torso up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Until those muscles are damaged.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to eat, but I have to keep a hand on the floor, because if I don't keep a hand on the floor and I have both hands up, I'm I'm like
Jelly.
I'm like a 1-year-old. Like roll over.
Wait, you turned your mic off.
No, I didn't.
Oh, sorry, you did.
Yeah. So I would. So I couldn't keep my back up. So finally, it got so bad. I'm like, I'm just gonna lie down for a second. So I lie down on my back, and that was the end of it.
Really?
For,
It's one of
for
those things.
3.5 hours. That was at 7. That was at about 7:30. Liz did not get me off the floor until after 11.
I have back problems too. It's one of those things. If you've never had back problems, you can't explain.
You can't explain
All
it.
right, and that-
It is
because
some of
If
that's
the.
why-
you've never had back problems,
I
I
know.
cannot
It
explain
is one
it
of
to
the
you.
worst pains
Dude,
I've
I
ever
don't
experienced.
want to go there because I hear
Abso-fucking-lutely.
people about this, and
Oh, God.
when
So-
people say I've thrown my back out, I don't understand.
And my back problems are at the point where my spine attaches to the pelvis. It's down there is where my back
You're a
problems.
coccyx.
Lumbar.
Coccyx.
Yeah.
And when it's like that, Tom, like, so imagine laying on your back with the feet up, and then imagining that if you even, like, move your legs too far left or right,
Yes.
it'll cause every back,
Yep.
every muscle in your back to spasm painfully. And now imagine trying to get up from that.
Okay.
You can barely move your legs left or right, let alone get yourself up into a sitting position.
What about urgent care? Why
No,
didn't
it
you
doesn't
just
help. There's nothing that anybody can do about it.
Except for pain.
ass loads of diazepam would stop
Yeah.
it?
Okay. Yeah, and then when that's it.
Well,
That's all
but,
you
I'm
have to
saying-
do
but-
is.
but then it lets it go, and but then you have to treat what caused the strain.
Which is-
Because
which
otherwise,
is-
with-
which
when
is surgery.
Yeah, surgery or time. You
Surgery
just
or
wait
time.
until it's better. So,
So
like,
you
luckily,
actually
I had a
tore
friend.
something.
I had a
Oh.
friend who had back pain that showed up and actually dropped off some of his drugs,
Yeah.
which I was very hesitant to take because I'm like, I got somebody else's drugs. But at that point, I had to, like, give me
But
a
they were-
muscle relaxer.
but he brought you
But even
diazepam,
then,
right?
even then, with the muscle relaxer, you're still in pain.
Yes.
But at least you can kind of move a little bit.
You can
That's-
function.
Yeah, you can
That-
function.
That's,
But
that's
it
all
doesn't.
diazepam does for you.
Right,
I've
it
been
stopped-
on diazepam. It doesn't kill the pain.
No,
it just
it-
lets you.
It gets you to the point where your muscles don't spasm.
People
so you
that
can get
take
off the floor.
Valium hoping that it's going to kill the pain are taking too much Valium.
Yeah.
It does nothing but stop the muscle from spasming so that you can walk.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
Yeah.
It still hurts to walk. It doesn't deaden the nerve. It doesn't do anything other than stop your muscles from going.
My particular back problem, I'm kind of fortunate in the only thing I can do when my back acts up is stand. I can't sit. I cannot sit.
Yeah.
I cannot lay down. I have to stand.
Yeah. What? You know about the levels? No, he was good. He was. Yeah, he was. He was.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
all right.
Just make
And I just found it ironic
Yeah.
that the thing that did me in was a bag of cat poop.
Yep.
Like, after all the boxes I had shifted around, I mean, because I had spent all week packing boxes and
Well,
stacking
I'm
them.
trying to
And I knew a
understand.
couple times, I'm like, oh, I'm lifting with my back, not my legs. Oh, that's never bothered me
Oh,
before.
I-
I will never do it again.
You got
Bulge,
cocky.
Something come out.
In my case, something bulges.
yeah.
It's actually how I gauge how bad my back is,
Mm-hmm.
and it was. I just actually went through a bout of it last week.
Yeah.
I can stand in front of the mirror with my hands up.
Yeah.
My right side goes straight down.
Yeah.
My left side bulges out. You can see that I'm at least
You're moved. Yeah.
I'm at least 3 inches asymmetrical.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw, or if it was moved, I didn't see anything because obviously it was
Yeah, no,
in my
it's-
back. But yeah, no, it was bad, and it was a full week before
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I was normal again.
I'm there with you.
I would get up even 2 or 3 days later. Especially, it was worse after I got up because just the act of lying down for that long. I would go to walk to the bathroom, and I would have to stick my arms out and hold my torso up with both sides of the hallway, like
Yeah.
because otherwise I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
that problem. My problem is I can't bend, which
Yeah.
is really inconvenient.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was the shit show.
Back when I was in Glen Ellen, working at the post office there, when my back was out, it would take me about 5
imagine.
minutes to get from my car into the building.
I have
I'm so sore.
I've worked for ADP, or I've worked for the company for how many years? I've taken maybe 1 or 2 sick days in the 11 years. I took 2 that week. I've never taken sick
Yeah.
time, but I couldn't. I had to come because we didn't have internet yet. I couldn't work from home, so I had to come into the office. I'm like, I can't get in a car and drive right now. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And like the drugs I would take to get me to the point where I could drive a car would make me not able to drive a car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta call in sick.
Yeah. It would work to make you functional, but then you couldn't drive.
That's
The
it.
thing is, as soon as you get into a position, you see, I could sit, and I actually not only could I sit, if I sat, I actually almost could forget I hurt.
You're lucky.
But then, if you get in that position where you're sitting where you're fine,
Oh,
if you sit
you
there
were
for
lucky.
as soon as you feel good, and if you do it too long, and then you go to get up, and it's 10 times worse
Absolutely.
because that.
It's called stiffening up.
Oh, yeah.
Every back problem has a position where nothing hurts, where you're
Yes.
just
And if you
fine.
stand
And
it
every
too
back
long-
problem is different. Every back problem has a position where everything is fine.
It is.
Don't move a millimeter from that position.
Every hurricane has an eye.
Yeah. There, I would get up.
Easily.
This is you. Unfortunately, this will do nothing for those of you listening. This is the way I would get up from the chair. I would go.
Oh wait, Brad's doing the old man rise.
Yeah, it was
He's
like, not only an older man, right? I could get to
He would
this-
touch his knees.
and I would actually have to walk
Yes.
So-
on my legs
Yep.
until I could get myself vertical.
really.
Oh yeah.
Wow. See, you got
In the first couple days, I would do it, and I would get to this point, and then at that point, that's when this.
Yeah.
When you'd go like.
I should drag. I got to drag Vicky out
you
here.
Like let yourself get through it, and then okay, now.
My particular back bulge, when it's really bad, I
Yeah.
cannot stand upright.
Yeah,
I have to.
you have to be bent over. To
I
walk.
have to be
Yeah, yeah,
bent
yeah,
over
yeah.
and slightly to the right.
See, you guys missed out on the golden era of me not being able to walk. I mean,
No, I thought I.
oh, you were there. That's right. You were there at like.
You tried to
the-
hike. Me and you tried to hike 6 miles while you couldn't walk.
Well,
God.
the thing is, once I'm moving, I'm fine. If I stop,
Absolutely.
Like, if
Absolutely.
I stopped,
you say that, but then we got lost.
well, the thing is, we got lost because I didn't know where this damn nuclear power plant was that we were trying to find.
Sounds
but
like
then we
lost
found
to
a
me.
pub. Once
Nuclear
you find a
power
pub,
plant. Where were you?
We were in coastal England.
We,
Oh,
were,
wow.
we were up. We were in between.
Bradwell upon Sea.
Ah.
Yeah, we were in Bradwell, so we're up near Essex Ipswich border, Essex Norfolk border, like near Ipswich, somewhere out there, and there's this hike. You can go see the old church, like the church from AD 900 is in Bradwell, and then if you walk along the coast,
Yeah.
there's an abandoned nuclear power plant.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and you forgot to mention, in between the ancient church and the nuclear power plant are
Oh.
all the pillboxes for to
defend the coast.
to defend the
Yeah.
coast against
And
Hitler.
then to our west, behind us, is an old abandoned landing strip. So I went out there and we were finding carburetor parts,
Sure.
and shell casings and things. So you can just pick stuff up out of the field. It's right there off the coast.
An exploded bomb.
I took Brad for a lovely little stroll along the North Sea because this was in the weeks that that was when I was living by myself there. Right?
yeah,
When
yeah,
the kids weren't there yet.
Kids were,
And
no.
even
I
then-
think they had come back here. Like,
Oh, they
it
were
was-
visiting here.
There was an exchange program.
Yeah.
Exchange Brad for your wife and kids. So they
Yeah.
came here, and I went there.
But that was the summer before I had the metal
Hip
put in
surgery.
the body, and
You were pretty bad.
yeah, it just there was no moving,
All right.
because the joint was gone, and so once you started rolling, and it's like the Tin Man. Once you get everything moving, then you got to keep moving because the moment you stop, everything goes inside.
See, I have back problems. I consider myself lucky that I have back problems and not hip problems. You know, that's
Mine's
the hierarchy of it, really.
The thing is, I used to think it was mostly because I was a fat ass. However, I look at my mom.
Yeah,
and-
you're.
yeah, that stuff runs.
Yeah,
and
you
it
were.
runs.
You had a design flaw or two.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I've got this sister that I didn't know I had until I was in my 20s, right? And she, the sister that my mom, my mom gave a child up for adoption, and she found us, and now she's kind of
That was a fun week. I
Yeah, that was
remember.
fun. That was fun. Anyway, so I got this sister that I
You always see that story on
Were you
like
in college?
CNN,
Yeah.
the human interest story from the other side.
right.
I found my family. You never
Yeah.
see it from the family that has been found.
You never
side.
hear about the family that's been found, and she's a lovely person. She's great. It's all good, but some of us needed a decade to come to terms with it. That's fine, But anyway, so here's this chick. First of all, I raised my whole life. I'm the oldest child, right? So now all of a sudden, I got this chick that's 3 years older than me. That's my quote older sister, and
That's
so I-
probably, but sister or stepsister?
no sister.
Oh,
She's my
my.
mother's daughter.
Oh my!
She's my mother's daughter, so she's my half sister at the worst.
That's what I
Anyways,
meant.
yeah,
Half
yeah.
sister,
Um,
not stepsister. Half sister.
No, she's my mother's daughter. But anyway, so here's a chick looks kind of like me, which is weird. She's lovely.
Poor girl.
If you want to have the beautiful bits of me and put it on a woman, then that's fine. That's fine. But so here's a chick. Yeah,
the
there-
beautiful bits of you.
There are
Your
beautiful
tits.
bits of me.
Are you talking about your tits?
You know what?
Um,
Yes. My knobs.
You're talking about your
yeah.
tits.
What?
Okay, if you say so.
My-
I'll just leave it at okay
Talk
if
about
you say
your-
so.
She's got my eyes.
I know, Tom. Your
Okay.
eyes are up there. Whatever.
Yeah,
I know that.
I'm
I
here,
just don't care.
okay?
I just don't care.
Anyway,
I just don't care.
but see, the thing is, I didn't know.
Grumsky.
I didn't know this girl my whole life.
Grumsky.
I didn't know this girl my whole life, and it's not, while she's not svelte, she's not like a fat ass or anything. So, and she's got metal parts. She had a hip go and a shoulder go and an elbow go.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and my mom's got 2 metal shoulders,
Sure.
2 metal elbows, and 2 metal hips. So I'm like, well, apparently it runs in the
It runs.
family. So, Loki's after something out there.
Coyote.
Yeah. That's not to say if I were to stop being a fat ass, it wouldn't be better for me, but, there's that. So, yeah, he's all right. He's just. What?
She can hear us
Vic,
in there.
Vic, you got.
She's listening.
Vic, if you're gonna come and chat, you've got to say this. You've got to be on mic. So.
I'm just observing that the topic of conversation has changed in the last 20 years. Now
Turn
you're
your mic
talking
up, Jeff.
about backs
Oh yeah. We're
and metal
old.
bits.
I mean, here's Brad moving into his house, and he's throwing his back out.
Can I tell you how many times I've been to Home Depot in the past 3 weeks?
Remember all the shows? Loke. Sorry, I got to call the dog. He's barking at the coyotes.
He's trying to get over the fence.
Hang on one second. We've got a dog emergency. The dog is trying to leave the yard. Loki, get up here.
It's okay, pal. We can take care of ourselves against coyotes.
Loki, it's okay, buddy. Thank you for.
we love
defending
you
us.
for we love you for doing
Here's
that.
a chip. Somebody give him a chip so he'll go in the house. Take a chip and get the hell in the house.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, now he's,
Loki.
Did you go back in the grass?
No, you can't have it.
No, these are for the dogs.
Next up
These are
on
dog
Radio
chips.
Tiki's Wild Kingdom. Hey, listener Tam, you wanted a show outside? This is what happens when we do a show outside. It gets to be 9:40 at night, and the coyotes come out, and the dog goes crazy.
I got to protect you guys.
Oh, good. I'm here to protect you. You said I had the perimeter. You said I was on the wall. Loki's on the wall. Loki's on duty. Loki on call. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that is weird. We used to talk about poop.
next week we're going to talk about long-term care insurance.
That's right. Oh man, I just
He's
had
looking at him at the window like, are you guys sure you're okay out there?
you guys okay?
I could come out there.
Look,
I could come out. I'm not doing anything.
Now I feel like I've taken his gun away.
I'm not doing
You're
anything.
on desk duty from now on, dog. You
Really, I could come out there and kick those coyotes' ass for it if you like.
guys, I thought you want to get eaten by the coyotes?
Okay.
All right, when you get
know, those-
dragged away,
Those sons of bitches, they come up here and they just look at you like they own the whole place.
when you get
I will kill those coyotes for you.
I do that for you, man. I
when you
would.
get dragged away by a coyote, don't say I did.
And meanwhile, our coyotes like, hey man, hey, come on, you come on, dude, come here, Vato, come on, hey, fuck you. Our
You have
coyotes,
Hispanic coyotes.
our
that-
coyotes are Hispanic because we're right by Elgin. Okay.
Oh,
What?
whoa.
What? That's not a thing. There's a lot of Hispanic people over by Elgin. If you had coyotes marauding the streets, coyote is a southwestern animal.
Perhaps the stupidest thing
Yeah.
that Maurice and I ever did in our lives was go to the boat in Elgin and stop at the burrito place at like 2 a.m.
That burrito place is fantastic at 2 a.m. I love that burrito place.
Hmm.
I'm questioning the wisdom of what we did in our younger years.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You know what?
There was the drunk Hispanic woman one night
Was she naked?
Mangling.
Was it like a Tosh.0 video where she...
mangling Millie Vanilli. Just she's sitting there singing "Blame It on the Blame."
blame
Blame it on the blame. I'm gonna eat my burrito.
Oh my
burrito.
God.
Gonna eat my burrito. Gonna be a burrito.
I'm eating my
Gonna look
burrito.
up.
I'm leaving. I'm eating my burrito. I'm leaving.
Fantastic fucking burritos.
Yeah.
My God, but
Because they do it California style over there. They put like French fries in the burritos at that place.
there were shootings in the later years.
Oh,
you know.
you know what? No.
There were.
She who I share the domicile with, she worked there for decades, man. And that's...
The burrito place in Elgin.
Hey, Vic, do people get shot in Elgin? Honey?
Uh-huh.
There's no more shootings in Elgin. Maybe
Okay.
maybe during
This
the
was
summer.
years ago as
Oh,
well.
All right.
The shootings.
Now that's just if you go to that boat in Elgin, they're just like Thank you for coming.
Does nobody go there?
It's like, well, because you can smoke in Indiana, and the Elgin boat is what they call a poor boat.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't nothing but old people that can't get anywhere else.
No.
Elgin's not a popular boat. If you're around Elgin to go to Elgin, there's better options elsewhere.
Just like if you have an opportunity, actually, I'm just going to tell Jeff and maybe Chris to do this, and I'm not going to invite Brad to do this because Brad would freak the hell out.
What?
Go to Hollywood in Aurora.
I've been to Hollywood and Aurora.
Right? No, you have been, but
Yeah.
go there now for an hour.
Oh.
It's the saddest place on earth.
Actually, they have, Chris, they have like the most insane 2-5 game there at Aurora.
What makes a game insane? The players? Is that what it
The
is?
players, yeah.
All right.
Insane.
The amount
good
of
or
money you
insane?
can win by playing well.
Oh, I don't play well. That's my problem.
Chris plays.
May I
Chris plays
invite
for
you
fun.
to the 2-5 game at Harris Joliet then, sir?
Yeah, see? Oh, hey, they're all calling Chris in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I did
Know your name within the first 4 sessions, get the fuck out.
I did replenish my 401g, so
Oh, well, nice.
yeah.
All right, I gotta figure out how to open up listener mail here without screwing up the show.
And I got
so-
a tinkle.
Hang on a minute. Let me let's see if I can do this without causing problems. You know what? Before I do listener mail, let me go to the Radio Tiki listener page, fan page here. Now I've messed that up as well. Brad, so wait, Brad's sharing the Illini football photos. It's July. We're doing Illini football now?
Yeah. You don't show Illini pictures in September when they were already lost.
Oh,
You do
that's
it
right,
now.
when they're already mathematically eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. See, Loki.
How did that happen? What
Loki.
just happened here?
Excuse me a second.
Did he just go through the window?
Loki.
Did he end up through the window?
Yeah. Loki, come here. You guys entertain yourselves on the show for just a second.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, shit.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
crap.
there's a
Oh,
cord.
shit.
Over the horn.
Oh, crap.
Wait, hang on a minute.
Holy crap.
Loki, come here.
Loki.
Loki, come.
He knows he's in trouble.
Loki, we'll play by
Come on.
play, 'cause this is gonna be-
Oh, he knows it too. He is not moving. He is
He's
not
looking.
coming. He knows. Tails down.
Come.
Knows he's in trouble. Knows he's in trouble. Not moving.
Really in trouble too. He knows it. Loki, come here now. Come here. Come on. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's a dog who knows he's in trouble.
Oh, see that? No. Tom just had to tell Loki no for jumping through the window screen.
It had to sound a lot worse. He did not kill the dog. He didn't even. Yeah, it sounded horrible. When I'm like, wow, what does this sound like?
Somebody's in trouble.
Did he go right through that screen?
Jesus, I take a leak and everything happens. Yeah. Tom said, I tried to close the other door, the glass door too, because he
Yeah.
was opening the screen door, and Tom goes, if you do that, he's just going to come through the screen. I thought he was kidding.
No. Not only not like through the screen. I thought he meant the screen door. No.
Well, I mean, as you can see, the screen is already not attached.
Oh.
Quite not functional as a screen.
It doesn't perform the functions of a traditional screen.
Wait, isn't it one of those ones that's supposed to be able to push through? Or am I thinking of something else?
No.
No,
It's
but-
not one of those ones you should be able to go through? Oh.
No.
Not a screen one would normally push one. So.
Oh, because they make those.
How many times have you fixed that?
3 times this summer. I've had to fix that screen 3 times this summer. And for those of you listening, my dog, which is a 90-pound half pit bull dog, decides he wants to come out and be with us, which is fine. Noses himself through the screen window, which is not a door, and it's not a window that should be nosed through. And therefore, I had to take this. Unfortunately, I had in the middle of the show. So again, we might have an edit opportunity here.
Why? That's
I don't know how violent that sounded because it was man versus dog for a moment. By the way, I don't smack my dog. I'm not a dog smack her or anything. What I have to do is take him to the spot where he did wrong and tell him no, and he did not want to go over there, so I had to bring him over, and then we had a little tussle. So that must have sounded fun.
Whoa.
Loki, no. But anyway, now he's hiding under the kitchen table, and he's all mad at me. So, but sometimes, like dogs, like children, you need to teach them the right way for their own safety, because it's too dark right now. But if you were to look up at my bedroom window, somebody nosed through that.
Oh my God.
And my bedroom window is 12 feet above my deck.
He was okay after that?
We don't know how he did it, but at some point he nosed himself through the bedroom window and then was outside. So rather than have the dog break a leg, we have to teach him not to do that. And I'm not going to have bars on my windows. So this is actually the first time he's tried to do that, probably in a month. So I'm okay with that, with the attempt, because we were all out here and then we closed the door on him. But unfortunately, I have to in the moment. Like, I can't wait until later. I've got to do it now.
Right.
Yep.
So it's like I have to tell him, no, don't do this, because otherwise he'll forget, and then I'm just being mean to him for no reason, and then he gets upset. So, but he knew as soon as I got up, he's like, I ain't going anywhere near you. I'm going to stay under this goddamn table because I know you're mad. So he knows he's not supposed to do the window. So the fact that we're all out here must have been a big deal for him. So, anywho, I was trying to find the listener mail, and I had just gotten as far as the Radio Tiki Fanboy Clubhouse. For those of you on Radio Tiki, fans of Radio Tiki, if you want to check out the Fanboy Clubhouse, it's a group that you have to join, but there's no permission. I don't think there's an administrator. It might have been started by Beaver Fever or maybe Jay or Bobby. I don't know who started it, but it's the Radio Tiki Fanboy Clubhouse, and it's on Facebook. You can also email us at radio@radiotiki.com. That's radio@radiotiki.com. And the reason why I'm talking about the Facebook page is I want to address something from our guy in Hawaii. Hey, Tom, are you going to post stuff Radio Tiki in Instagram and Twitter? We don't have a Radio Tiki Instagram account yet, unless somebody's already saved that for us. We do have a Twitter account. I would love to use more Instagram. When I signed myself up for an Instagram account, my daughter threw a fit and told me I wasn't allowed to have Instagram because I'm old. Father, and I'm not allowed to follow her. I'm not allowed to ask to follow her.
You're so uncool.
Well, I'm like, you're she's gonna be 15 next month. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with the whole being forbidden to see your Instagram
Red
account. Flag. So what we agreed was that I would not follow her, but at any point I can pick up her phone and look at her Instagram. So I've exercised that right on a few occasions.
It's all selfies.
But since we just got off of Throw My Back Out and Old Man Talk,
You're old.
you gotta expect, my man Kai Hentai. You gotta expect that I'm not down with all the most current facets of social media. I you know what, I just got rid of my MySpace page, so no, I'm
I use Alta Vista as my search engine stuff.
I mean,
I use MapQuest to get over here.
Yep.
I read my email using links.
I was just gonna say I still have a VI editor that I use for email. So
Ooh, you win.
If you guys, if you want to talk old men, I mean, constantly I have people in my own family tell me or remind me, much to my pissing this offness, remind me that we were podcasting before the term was invented. So we're just old.
Were you really? Wasn't it just recording it at that point?
We were.
Because remember, we
by the way,
initially
we were
somebody-
live streaming.
Yeah, somebody-
and recording.
Somebody told us
were.
about podcasts, and we were like, we don't know about
We
that.
don't know
That
what
sounds
that
complicated
is.
and fad.
Yeah.
Sounds like some hip buzzword. We're not going to do that.
What do you mean, like iPod? Well, this is for everybody. It's not just for iPod users.
iPods weren't invented
I remember
like
that discussion. So, so yes, this comes up every once in a while because we do have the Radio Tiki identity on Twitter. And I think, Chris, you have the password. I think the password is our common password.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I never use it. I wouldn't even know where to begin to how to use it. I mean,
Green 7. That's our password. Green 7.
just why are you causing problems? Don't even. Why just?
Stop it.
Stop it now. See, now I got to tell Chris. All right, we got to pick another time here. 57.
Noted.
Noted. 57. 42 to 44 and 57.
42 of 44.
Well, 42 to 44 is where we might have been talking about it, and now we got to
in part 1.
in part 1. So yeah.
Do you want to keep the dog beating in there?
Yeah, well, the dog. I did not beat the dog. First of all,
I know what I heard.
I dragged the dog to the window to tell him no, and he fought me. So that's all that was.
Which should tell you something.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you cannot be jumping through my windows. I am the owner. I'm the dog. Guess what? If something goes poorly, you know who's going to go? The dog.
Yeah.
All right. So just saying. But I mean, I love Loki. It's not a problem. But when he jumps through the window, I got to tell him no. So that's the thing. So anyway, what the hell was I talking
If
about?
one of his children did that, he would say no to
Yeah, I got to go grab the child and go, no. What did you just do? No. Bad child.
No more Instagram.
Yeah, no more Instagram. I'll take your. Well, the thing is, we couldn't ground my daughter for shit because she doesn't really care. He was like, oh, I'll stay in the house then. So grounding wasn't really like effective as much as it could have been. Now, take the phone away for a half a fucking hour. Oh my God, it's like the world ends. You just lost your phone for 30 minutes. No!
I hate you.
You're so mean.
Do you want to go for 45 minutes?
That's exactly. Shut up, or it's gonna be.
I'm gonna tweet how mean you. I can't know.
Shut up, or it's gonna be an hour. You can tweet about me in an hour,
Hashtag this sucks.
or you can tweet about me in 2 hours if you keep fucking with me. So, take the phone away. That I love that. I'll push that nuclear button every time now.
Alex is on the Twitter.
Not on the Twitter. She's a big Snapchat and Instagrammer.
Sure. Snapchat. Mm-hmm.
She's what's this? Snapchat's the one that dudes use to talk to their mistresses because there's no record of it.
Yeah, everything supposedly gets deleted. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Supposedly.
No,
It's in the cloud.
I've seen her Snapchatting and she's talking to the same 3 chicks from junior high. So I'm not too worried. So I do keep the over the shoulder look. I do have to watch what she's doing. So that's just what Dad does. So yeah. Anyway, that's the answer to my man Jay out in Hawaii. Let me switch over to the email. We got a couple things from listener Tom. A couple of which may be stories that because we only do the show every once in a while, I might not still have active links to the actual stories. So let's make sure. But oh man, all the dogs are barking out tonight. All the
Dogs are barking.
Well, you know what? Actually, it's probably our fault. The coyotes are like, what the fuck are they doing on that deck over there?
I smell these chips.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, are those Jewel chips?
Are those Jewel deli chips?
And then the one coyote goes to another. You have to treat yourself and go get a warm bag.
$5, man.
Warm
They're
bag.
$2 for $5.
You know what? Spoil yourself. Go get a warm bag from the alley one time. Spoil yourself.
Get it when the bag is warm, man. So, oh, you know what? We had a lot of response to our little thing last time where we had talked about how fast do people listen to the show. Hang on a second. So we had, let's see. In the last show, did I say something about being really cheap and liking money? Did I do that?
What?
'Cause we got some email about that as well.
What?
Let's see.
Yeah, what?
When I see a penny or nickel on the ground, this is from listener Tom, I think Tom Northcal. Let's see. When I see a penny or nickel on the ground, I pick it up and I remember Tom's money song. I like money, 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 money. Quarters, pennies, nickels, dimes, any money, anytime. That was my first musical in the 2nd grade. So He said, this song inspired a new version based on my son Ian. When I bring home food, he's bouncy like a little kid, even though he's 18 and well-fed. Oh, my God. Well, all right. Awkward. I thought he was like 2. He's still happy when I bring home food. Thus, I've thought of this new version. I like food, foodie, foodie, food. Broccoli, lettuce, burgers, fries, any food, anytime. Thanks, guys, for the years of wonderful, superb, raunchy humor. We weren't really raunchy tonight, were we? We're not too raunchy. So,
Boobs.
Goat fucker porn. Shit,
let's see.
apple clown. There.
Oh,
Are
by
you
the
happy?
way, in the World Cup, the guy that got
Nobody cares, Tom.
No,
This
the
is
guy that
America.
got the
This is America, Tom. Nobody cares.
Wait.
This is America, Tom. Nobody cares.
Would you let me finish?
No, because this is America, Tom, and nobody gives a fuck.
If I say the word goatsy, oh, now I got your attention.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Goatsy. Okay. In the World Cup, the guy that scored the World Cup, the winning goal for Germany, everybody was pronouncing his name properly, but when you mispronounce his name, it's Goatsy, and I kept remembering Chris and Maurice
Goat sex.
showing us about goat sex, because wasn't it goatsy.com, or was it, what was the address? It was
Goat SECX. That's
That's the X.
It's a favorite. I shut my computer down already.
Oh,
Oh,
is it still one of your favorites?
God, is it still there even?
No,
No, somebody hijacked it, or
Oh, that's too bad.
benevolent forces have taken
Goat
over the
fucker
domain.
porn.
Because that was a disturbing picture.
Brazilian goat fucker porn. Let's see. So during our last show, we talked about how fast people listen to the show, whether they listen on slightly slow or slightly fast speed. So we got Hey Tiki's from listener Bondo. Apologies for not sending the poll, or for not responding to the poll. I'm slightly late, but I didn't realize there'd be another new show after only 1 week. That's right, we did 2 in a row really quick there. I listen to all my podcasts at 1.5 because if I tried to listen to them all at normal speed, I'd never stay up to date. Clearly, given the tardiness of this response, even at 1.5, I struggle. Anyway, 13 years after I first listened to Radio Tiki on the verge of high school graduation, I figure I owe the
Which
show a
means
check-in.
Yeah, wow.
YGFR Bondo, now from the Amtrak adjacent confines of Fargo, North Dakota.
Congrats.
The problem is, Bondo, you've now told Jeff exactly where you live because he's got every Amtrak line memorized. So, Clem Clambake, our man Clem.
Holy crap.
Hello, Tiki. It's great to have some new shows with regards to the Daily Show theme. According to Wikipedia for the show's theme, Dog on Fire by Bob Mould, was re-recorded by They Might Be Giants shortly after Jon Stewart joined the show. We were talking about that last show. So it was written by Bob Mould, but the version now heard is They Might Be Giants, which is even better. Well, it's another nice Radio Tiki connection. So thank you, listener Clem Clambake. Sean Skion, listener Don, he listens at 1-time speed, baby. I don't listen to digest the information as quickly as possible. I listen because YGFR, Radio Tiki. Tom in North Cal, poop stains reveal penguins migrate with climate. I think right there, we now know enough about that story. So we're okay there. But immediately followed up by that, world's oldest human poop may have been found in Spain. Again from listener Tom. Archaeologists should watch where they step. Researchers have stumbled across what may be the world's oldest human poop, deposited by Neanderthals about 50,000 years ago atop an ancient campfire in Spain. Fucking Spanish Neanderthals. If the discovery is truly a prehistoric latrine, the claim that has provoked skepticism among other researchers, it contradicts the pop culture image of Neanderthals as hunters who subsided on hunks of flesh. Oh, 2 of the new poop samples contain footprints of both meat and plant consumption.
Corn.
Science makes me sad
Corn.
now. I don't want to read any more science right now.
Peanuts.
I thought they were cooking in there, so I was looking for some lipids of cooking. To the uneducated eye, the newfound Pleistocene poop doesn't look like poop except for the light brown color. By the way, isn't it like fossilized now? I mean, what are they looking at? I don't want to know. Scientists found it weren't looking for coprolites, preserved dung, at all. They were poking around rudimentary hearts at Neanderthal sites, hoping to find evidence of food preparation.
Pottery. They were looking for pottery.
They were looking for sherds. I don't think they were even using the site as a toilet when the fire was active. Oh, I don't. Wow. Oh. You know what? These people probably got a grant too. Let's see. Again, from listener Tom, is urine really sterile? Let's just say no, because there's a YouTube video that I don't want to really look at right now.
Pussy.
And then, finally, this was from earlier in the week, actually last week. Hey, Tiki Heads, I'm flying in for a family reunion. Thinking about, I'm picking up a motorcycle rental in Villa Park, which is actually not too far from the Radio Tiki studios. Does anyone maybe know the best way from O'Hare to St. Charles? I assume Highway 12 to St. Charles is the slowest way to go 14 miles.
You
By the way,
can't get there from
what
here.
is Highway 12? Because we don't have a Highway 12. What do we call
No, we
that?
do. We do.
What is the road really called?
I don't know. But I know where that motorcycle place is. You know where it is? It's right across the street from that sushi place.
Yeah, no,
I charged you twice.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, we got our money back though. I had to make a stink about it.
1245 is Fullerton, isn't it?
No, 12. He said Highway 12.
I'm saying, but you know how around here there's it's 12 and 45, and it's the same road. But I think that's Fullerton at some point.
See, and I didn't want to tell this listener that we don't go by the numbers so much here. We go by we'll call an entire highway, a name. Like we'll say the Kennedy, instead of I-90.
U.S. Highway 12, U.S. Route 12 is an arterial highway that runs northwest to southeast of Chicago metropolitan area.
It's Rand Road, isn't it?
No, Rand is 14.
Well, that's Northwest
And
Highway.
there's-
See, that's the thing. I only know roads as their names.
Yeah.
I only loosely associate 20 with Lake Street. I only loosely associate North Avenue being 64. And that's because when you get out into the rural areas, they stop telling you it's North Avenue.
1245 is Manheim.
So what is 12? It's got to be Fullerton, right? It's got to be.
Manheim,
Manheim.
No, Manheim is 45.
And 12.
12/45 is Manheim.
Yeah, but at some point they separate then.
Yeah,
See?
probably.
Well, in any case, we don't in Chicago. We don't know highway numbers. We can tell you street names.
Yeah.
So that's part of the problem. But I was able to do a little digging because I looked up that motorcycle place for the listener, and I was able to kind of guide him in. I was trying to
Right next to
bring
a
him
really
in. Bring him in.
Right near a really good liquor store too.
And there's a really good rib place right there. So there's a bunch of things.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, it's last week. He's probably gone now, but there's a really good rib place over there. So, all right. So that's stuff in the listener mailbag, and it's stuff that we got going on on the Facebook page. Oh, you know what? I was going to start to begin the end the show, but I think Brad just got up to have a pee. Hey, Brad, where are you?
Having a pee.
Oh, he's really gone to pee. No, I
Tinkle,
mean we can't
tinkle.
end the show and
How
stuff.
can Wikipedia not tell me what road it is?
I don't know. Hey, I'm going to test the.
North of Cermak, the road is known as Manheim.
Yeah.
While south of Cermak, it is known as Lagrange.
Lagrange.
Right,
So
but-
it's Manheim and Lagrange.
Right, but 12 is not the.
You know how these things work here. It's Manheim here. It's Lagrange. It zigzags back and forth. There is no one name that
No,
goes
but what
to the
I'm
whole
saying
thing.
is Route 12. I gotta say, at some point, Route 12 is something like St. Charles Road.
No.
Manheim.
St. Charles is 34? 34.
12.
See, now you guys are driving me, and the listeners are like, well, we
stop,
don't. Hey, you know
stop.
what? We don't care.
I
we
have
don't
a
give
map that says
rat's
Manheim
ass.
is 12.
Yeah. Manheim and what did I say? Lagrange?
Lagrange.
No, but at some point,
12.
what does it become?
It becomes Manheim for part of it. Becomes Lagrange for part of it. I mean, here, look at Route 12, and you tell me that that's one name. It's in red there.
What is this? Oh, nice. Is this your iPad?
Yes.
Oh, nice. It's in red.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's not just one
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So it's like It is Manheim at LaGrange for a long
It's Manheim
time.
for a while, then it's LaGrange for a
and
while.
then it becomes friggin' Waukegan Road.
And
Is
then
what
it
that
looks
is.
like-
that's when Route 12 goes up to. That's what I know about
there. It
Route
looks
12.
like it's about 150th, maybe.
No, Route 12 is what goes through Volo.
Yeah.
It goes way the hell up to
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
And it
That's
goes
what-
through Wisconsin.
Yeah,
It goes through
that's-
Illinois.
that's
It's a
what that
United
is.
States route.
Yeah.
Can I take it to Rantoul?
No.
Yeah, but there's nothing in Rantoul anymore. I don't think you can take anything to Rantoul. There's no Rantoul to take to Rantoul.
There's Rantoul. There's there.
Well, I mean, until they used to have an Air Force base, now there's nothing.
There's
Corn.
a shortcut
So-
to Champaign.
Yeah.
That's not a shortcut.
it is. Because
Chris thought it was a shortcut.
It's a
'cause
sh-
the
it's a
worst
shortcut.
way ever to go
It's
to
a-
Chris was
Champaign.
dumb.
it's a shortcut because you go if you take 15.
Hey, Tom, here,
Yeah.
I got this shortcut for you. It's exactly the same length, but the speed limit's less.
Yeah, let's go
Well,
slower between a lot of small
but-
farm towns. You know what it does? It gets us right in front of our apartment slightly sooner. No, it doesn't.
As of the 2000 census, there were 12,857 people
In Rantoul.
in Rantoul. 1,776.5 people per square mile.
You know what? Check the just
77% white,
Humor me.
17% African American, 0.5% Native American, 2% Asian, 0.05% Pacific Islander, 0.89% from other races.
That 0.05%.
Humor me on
some
this.
Guy.
Yes, sir.
I want you to look up the census data for Rantoul 1980, 80.
Good Lord.
Oh,
how
So
much
there's
am I
there's
at?
12,000 people in Rantoul now. I expect that to be double in 1980.
Tool
I think we have that capability.
1980 census.
I'm telling you, you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be shocked because Rantoul used to have an active Air Force base
Oh,
and
yeah.
a university. So
Who's going to Rantoul?
a lot of people.
Route
Going to
12.
Rantoul?
US 12.
US 12 doesn't go down there.
Air Force Base has been closed since 1993. It's been closed for a long time.
Yep.
I said that's why I said Jeff checked 1980
Yeah,
census data.
1993.
Yeah, it's not as easy to find as you might.
I mean, it had been being shut down since 1990, but it's
since
finally
we've-
closed in 93.
Since we've put Jeff on a project, we have to. I know. Unfortunately,
Jeff's about to give up on this project.
yeah, no, it's not that important. But I'm telling you that Rantoul is turning into a ghost town. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I showed up for my poop for the show to end.
Well, I was saying, did you?
I had a poop. I had a poop with potty emergency.
Yeah, the poop.
All right. Well, there you go.
There's a knocker at the door.
We were going to say that we've had a Radio Tiki show that's free of poop, but
I had to
we
poop.
got listener stories about Neanderthal poop, and Brad had to take a
All the talk about poop made me have to poop.
Brad had to
Before
make
the
a
show.
had to make a growler in the
Poop
middle of the
before
show. So Jeff brought
this
a
is a
growler,
growler.
Brad left a growler. So this is the Great Radio
Take a pain,
Tiki
leave a pain.
Experiment. It's been a lovely Wednesday evening with you all.
Oh,
Thank you
bless
for sharing
you.
it with us. And in fact, thank you to Jeff for bringing me fantastic beers over this evening.
Oh,
Be sure to check us out on our
I might actually bring
available-
something rare next time.
ooh.
I doubt it, though.
and we can do it next time in not next week but 2 weeks because next week
So that
I'll
means
still be in
next show
Florida.
in October. then?
No, come on. Hey, last time we did
As
2
Chris
shows 2
nods,
weeks ago.
yes.
All right, bitches, watch. All
I
right,
finally moved, and I think my back
Yeah.
is better, so I'll be better.
Brad is mobile.
Yeah. I'm not
No, it's just
stuck on
next Friday or next Wednesday I'm in Miami. Shocked yourself on the mic.
Well, no. Jeff touched me, and then I shocked. It was like
I
it
was
was
reaching
reaching
for this glass.
and he touched me.
And then the mannequin became Kim Cattrall.
Well, let's go to the Dells.
And then the Jefferson Airplane people sang the song. Oh, I can't sing over the beat with the twos. So yeah, next week I'm in Florida on Wednesday. Otherwise, we could do next week. You've been enjoying the Great Radio Tiki Experiment. Be sure to check us out at the Radio Tiki Fanboy Clubhouse. Our web presence is radio@radiotiki.com or www.radiotiki.com. You can send us email, and yeah, we do have a Twitter. And we don't have an Instagram yet. Let me see.
And don't follow us, Dad.
Yeah.
If we do get a,
If you
we do
get
get a Twitter,
Instagram, you're not
well, I think we're
allowed to
gonna,
follow me.
we are gonna get a Radio Tiki.
Dad, Dad, that's so wrong. It's wrong.
We're
that
going to
you
get a Radio
follow
Tiki
me.
Instagram and come follow us, Dad.
Don't follow me. Don't.
Dad.
Stop it.
Dad.
Dad, you're so stupid. I'm starting to get that dad dick look that I've heard other people talk about. I heard, one of my favorite radio DJs was talking about, Kevin Matthews. He was talking about how sometimes you look at your dad and go, Dad, you're kind of being a dick right now. I'm getting that look more and more lately. That Dad, you're a dick look. So, so what? I'm going to follow you on Instagram. I don't care what you think. Radio Tiki's going to follow you on Instagram. That's what I
Yeah,
do.
that's what you should do.
Oh, there's my plan.
Radio Tiki Instagram. Don't
All
follow
right.
us, Dad.
I won't follow you. Radio Tiki's going to follow you. Good night. That bitch took all my chips. All my chips are gone, man.
Bitch is continuing to take all your chips.
The show's over. Stop with the chips.